Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Pause.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy, G-May-P.
Hello, everyone. This is Swerve.
And we are back for another week of the bullshits and chopping it up. Shout out to, let me see, I said chopping it up. That's Samurai Pros.
Did I hear pause at the intro right after the thing?
Hey, man, sometimes you got to pause. I
already
know how y'all boys get down. I know y'all about to say some...
say some gay shit.
Say some gay shit, so I had to pause it before the whole episode.
Preemptive. That's like preemptive ass whoopings. I used to get those.
Exactly.
I know you done did some shit fucked up I didn't catch before. I'm gonna get you now.
Y'all really got those? Y'all parents are mean.
Haitian parents, bro.
I grew up with Haitian parents. I didn't get no preemptive ass whooping.
You ain't never get whooped out of your sleep?
No.
Shit.
I'm
on with two shifts. By the time she came home from that second shift, I'm already layered up. I'm wearing layers of clothes under the sheets, fake sleep.
Ready for him.
That's just a frustration ass whooping.
Yeah,
I had to work a double shift to
to
feed y'all niggas. I'm whooping that ass
all day. They've been talking to me crazy all day at work. I'm about to get a little of my power back.
She come home and see them dishes still in the same spot she left them at, and somebody's getting an ass whooping.
And all the chicken.
That's ass whooping worthy.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I swear our parents was probably like Nate said, just taking their stress out on us. Because there's no way we deserve the amount of ass whoopings we got.
And they were all very militant, dog. No Haitians. You didn't grow up in the same house, but all of us have like similar stories. What's up with that,
bro? The shit's like fucking like shit you do to terrorists.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So
like when they say "metagenu" and you're on like some concrete and they sprinkle rice on the floor.
I haven't heard of the sprinkle rice, but I know of the carpet protector. They flip it.
Oh yeah, that one too. Same shit.
You do, you doing these
or pica, the sand spurs.
Yep. So these are shit that you would come on, bro.
That shit you do to fucking people spying on the country.
Yeah, these are shit from across different Haitian households. You can just find the regular, hey, did you go with this? And they'll tell you their own crazy story. It don't make. How do they all know a different form of torture?
Well, it's called culture.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. It's slave culture. I don't know what you call it.
They all come from the same culture.
It's I know for sure most islanders are like that. It might just be the whole slave culture for real. I don't know if
it's slave culture, but what slaves were doing this though?
It's not slave culture because if African Americans don't do what we do, it can't be slave culture.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if the diaspora, not even diaspora, the Caribbeans for sure have
Haitian slaves.
I don't even know if it's just Haitians because a lot of the Dominicans and I think other Caribbeans have very similar aspects.
Yeah, there's a Colombian dude at my job, and when I tell him about the shit that like the metagenu and all that stuff and the crossing your arms and how they'll walk into another room for 30 minutes and you're sitting up there waiting for the ass whooping to come. It's like mind games.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, the same shit, bro.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking the Caribbeans might be the same. You know, the Caribbean slave trade.
It may, okay, if you want to relate it to Caribbean, I would say it's the lynch culture.
Is that what it is?
Y'all know who Lynch is?
No, read the name.
Lynch is the person that the lynching was named after, right?
I guess, but he was a guy that if you couldn't get your slaves in like order and shit, they would hire him to come around and teach techniques to get the slaves in order and shit like that.
Is he doing the buck breaking shit as well?
I don't know if he did that, but he was like, he came around and taught these white folks how to
tame and break, break a slave,
like I don't know if it's that stuff you talking about, because the shit you talking about is gay.
Yeah, buck breaking? That's definitely gay. You don't need to pause for that. But a lot of the ass whoopings we'd be getting, shit didn't make no sense though. Like how militant they were, shit was crazy. You know, all those parents grew up in that era. That's that silent generation. None of them, there's no I love yous or anything.
And now we have the complete opposite. Now you guys soft parenting.
Yep.
No, just
you know, that's how you know your parenting styles wasn't good, is if as soon as your kids get a chance, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do exactly the opposite of what you did.
Yeah, but then these are the people raising up fucked up kids though.
Maybe, but say as you might, I don't really know any kids that grew up that's raising their kids how they were raised.
Your kids, they're gonna flip it back too. They're gonna be the ass whooping generation.
Maybe
it always reverses back.
It's one of those things.
I'm pretty sure our parents was part of the ass whooping as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but our parents also were raised in Haiti. We're the first generations here.
Our kids are going to be the one without the ass whoopings, and their kids are going to still be talked about. You know, there'll be chaos within a generation or two again, all over again. They're going to need ass whoopings, but we'll see.
It depends on how the American culture progresses, which it doesn't look like. I think we're just going to get more soft and soft.
You don't think ass whooping is going to come back?
No.
We're going to get more soft and soft.
So tough kids ain't going to be ever a thing again.
They're always there. They're in the
outside kids is not going to be a thing again.
Yeah, they're going to come from the poor areas. The motherfuckers from the poor areas and disestablished, the ass whoopings never leave poverty. That's just part of the package.
Yeah, it's a poor thing.
Yeah, it's a poor thing. So you're going to always have it there.
That's what it is. We just answered the question. It took a while, but we got there. It's a poor thing.
It don't have to be a poor thing though. It's not necessarily a poor. But
that's what it is. Because you come home after a long day of work and you ain't got no money, and you see this shit still laying on the floor after I've been told these motherfucking kids to clean this shit up. Somebody got to get ass whooping.
Somebody got to get it right. It's only right.
It's only right.
All right, what you guys been up to this past week?
Go ahead, Nate. I'm thinking about it because I know I did something this week.
This past weekend, what did I do? Nothing much. I was supposed to head out the Diddy's thing. The missus was feeling under the weather, so we just kicked it up here in Orlando.
Under the what?
Shout out to Diddy. Under the weather.
Oh, okay.
That's not what you said, but
what did I say? Did I say it wrong?
The weather.
Oh, my bad. Shout out to Diddy.
That sounded like you was peeing on her.
It was the weather. Outside of that, I kicked it up here in Orlando. We drove out there to one of the days. I think in the afternoon to beach that opened. Like I guess it stays even by night. New Smyrna. You ever been to New Smyrna Beach?
New Smyrna, yeah.
Yeah, New Smyrna.
Yeah,
and they allow you to drive your cars up there and everything.
That's all of that's all of Daytona County. That whole area, like a Daytona Beach. That's all that. They got that hard, flat sand.
You know that. Swerve, you know that nigga Nate ain't never been nowhere.
I've been to play. I've never knew they allowed beaches on cars.
I never
knew they allowed cars on beaches. Yeah, because I'm from Palm Beach.
That's normal though. We hear about it every few years. We hear about somebody getting ran over on the beach.
I've never even heard that. I know that was a thing that happens. It's crazy because there is no lane.
Anywhere there's cars, people get ran over. Nate,
that's it.
But you're supposed to be driving super slow. All that shit is either way. Yeah, I didn't.
They have like a blocked off lane specifically just for like the emergency vehicles, and then regular vehicles can go through.
That shit
because the beach is so wide. It's not like Palm Beach. As soon as you step on the sand, it's like you don't got too many footsteps till you hit the water.
That's Lake Perth.
That's how it is in Volusia. I mean not Volusia, but in New Smyrna as well. Like you don't have that much room from the pier to the from when you walk off from land to sand to water. There's not that much.
One of my favorite beats is Siesta Key. And that shit, as soon as you hit sand, you're not hitting water for like a good half a mile.
Which is dope. That's at the Palm Beach. I think that's better. You got a lot more room. You could suppose that's much better.
Listen, remember growing up, we grew up in a beach area. Mm-hmm. The beach was longer.
What do you mean?
Long, but not like space wise from land.
I'm saying from land to what's named, the distance was a lot greater.
It might have been both.
It's constantly getting closer and closer to land.
Yeah, it's eroding away. That's true. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, that's happening.
Because Florida is supposed to eventually go back to being underwater.
At some point, yeah.
When I went to Daytona after that last hurricane they had, like the water was literally right up on the wall.
That's how it is in like New Smyrna. Like you could see, like you can tell like whenever they have hurricanes, you can see how high it rode up. I'm saying all the houses up there kind of like on stilts. So I don't know. It's dope though. That's just a different kind of beach. It's pretty dope, you know. There's some people that like beach people, like to be out there all the time hanging out too. Since we grew up around, I'm not big on beaches because I just grew up on it.
Do you know how to swim?
On it, and we didn't even go to the beach like that. I didn't start going to the beach until I moved to Daytona, and that's beach life. Them motherfuckers stay at the beach.
Swerve, it's because you wasn't outside.
Yeah, I used to go to the beach back then.
You was at the beach
all the time.
Not like they are in Daytona.
Not like that on the beach. But we used to hit the beach, especially during the summer.
Yeah, that shit was special.
We used to be at the beach like at least three times a week.
Yeah, the beach. Pools is what you didn't get a lot of frequently. With beaches, we grew up on beaches. So
do y'all niggas know how to swim?
No, I don't know how to swim.
I'm self-taught. I can only swim underwater. So half a swimmer.
I still remember Juno almost killed me in one time at some pool. I forgot where we was at.
How? I don't remember.
You probably don't remember, but I almost died.
Was traumatized. You seem like you were traumatized from the experience.
Yeah, I was definitely traumatized. So I was like, if I ever catch Judo in a pool, he probably don't even remember. If he ever try me with that shit again, I got something for him.
What happened? I don't remember, bro.
I'm gonna have to catch that body.
I think we was at some type of, I think it was like at a birthday party for one of the twins. At like, I'm not even sure. But it was that nighttime, and I know we was inside at some type of pool. And you grabbed me by the leg, by the back of my knee.
Pause.
And then picked me up, and then dip my head in the water. And then I'm just struggling, trying to fight to get back up. Every time I come back up for air, right back down.
I was just about to say, I was going to say, niggas like Juno and Alverse, that's how them boys used to play. Them boys used to play. They used to pick you up, dip you, let you air up, dip you back in, and it was just, after a while, it's almost
that's called waterboarding.
It's like waterboarding, exactly. After a while, it's torture. You saying, yeah, you got to just kill their ass. I done seen motherfuckers swing on people after shit like that. It happened plenty of times.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for years now. If that ever happened again, you're gonna get the business.
You got to, because they just don't keep playing. Like you over here fighting for your life, they dipping your head in the water.
with that being known, you just not gonna make it out the water.
You just keep dipping it. Just hold it.
We only do that shit to people that don't know how to swim and aren't comfortable in water. Because you can do that shit to me and I'll be fine.
It was not no swimming. It wasn't a swimming issue. We were like in 4 or 5 feet of water.
But you have to. There's a difference between people that are comfortable in water and just people that get in the water.
It don't matter how comfortable you are in the water. Somebody grab you by the leg and start dipping your head in the water. And
if you know how to stay calm, it's not an issue.
Calm goes a big part because that's when you start freaking out. You start panicking like you can't get out air, and that's when it's funny. You're frailing when they just keep.
Ain't gonna be no funny next time. I'm going to jail.
That's what used to happen back in the days. I didn't see plenty of fights happen because people kept dipping. You just had to swing on their ass one time. Get your ass on.
I don't remember shit like that.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Lakes. We used to do that shit at Willow
I
Lakes.
remember doing that to people, but I don't remember doing it to Swerve. But
yeah, I don't know how old how you end up catching Swerve, but for sure, I remember y'all used to do that. You, I've for sure. What was y'all up to this weekend?
This weekend I went to. You called me when I was at that soccer game.
Okay.
Professional?
So, I guess professional, right? Yeah, it's professional. Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Yeah, that's a professional game.
Yeah, they professional. I think they're a trash team. This is my first soccer game going to, first professional soccer game, and it was pretty trash. I heard the team was trash before I even went, and we got into the arena, and like the first 30 seconds, first minute of the game, the other team already scored. I was like, this is bullshit.
That's not a good what's name soccer game if they're scoring fast. It usually takes. It usually takes like 2. The score ended up being like 2-0 before someone score.
Yeah. That early, I'm like, y'all must be super trash.
But how was the experience?
It was good. We had I guess it was my wife's job that got her tickets. So we was on the floor and it was like pretty much like a work thing. I met people from her job. She works from home. For some reason they still tricked her into this event.
If it's free.
It's free, yeah. Free beers, free hot dogs, all the glizzes you can eat.
Pause.
All the glizzy you could eat is crazy.
All the glizzies you could eat. Unlimited. They gave you like a few drink like coupons or whatever, but
hot dogs are an underrated food.
Underrated?
Yeah.
I heard they're pretty. You ever seen how hot dogs are made?
Who wants to know? Like it's like
exactly.
the saying, no one wants to see how the sausage is made. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly. That's where it comes from.
But whatever it is, I feel
it's just all the leftover meat.
Yeah, from all the other
Pause.
shit. But I feel like if you ever just happen to want a hot dog, pause, and just outside of having to go to Sam's Club, or you're gonna find it, or going in front of Home Depot, there's not really places you can find it.
Really, Sam's Club is very underrated spot to get some food. Or
Costco, you mean?
Costco, yeah.
Costco don't have a food court no more.
Costco,
yeah,
do they?
Mm-hmm.
It's BJ's that don't have one no more.
Oh, I don't know.
All them Whole Food sales clubs that got restaurants in them, their food is fire.
And it stays relatively.
I was gonna say that's probably why BJ couldn't have it, because them shits don't make the store no money like that. Those are just kind of like the drive traffic in there. But they're selling hot dogs and pizza for $1.50 this day and age. You know what I'm saying? They're taking a massive loss.
Big slices, big glizzies.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
That one deserved it, right? But yeah, that was yeah. You can't find hot dogs in general outside of like if you wanted to happen to just have a night out and be like, you know what, I'm in the mood for a hot dog. Pause. Or would you happen to you can't really find it like that.
I don't think anybody in the history of life has ever said, I'm in the mood for a hot dog.
Yeah,
trust
bro.
me, they are.
That is fucking crazy.
Listen, it sounds wild, but hot dogs kind of go hand in hand with cheeseburgers and hamburgers. Just think how we've upgraded the cheeseburger so much. Now there's gourmet burger spots. There's thousands of chains. Five Guys.
So drunk people.
There's a hot dog spot in Orlando. It's called like Heaven Dogs or some shit like that.
That shit is trash. Hello Heaven or some shit like that. That shit is trash. But that just kind of lets you know that if you could have a hot dog spot, it'll work, dog. Because people don't know what a good hot dog is.
Because you're a glizzy connoisseur. You know a good hot dog.
I used to work at Sam's Club, so I know I know the art of the hot dog. That's it.
Nathan's Dogs is the best dogs.
Yeah, they're up there. Definitely. That's definitely one of the best ones, Dip.
That's all beef.
Pause. Until you got the but either way, I just thought it was odd that you can't have any why there's no after hours hot dog spot.
People ain't that interested in glizzies late at night.
There's after hour tuna and fish spots.
Bro, there's after hour. There's
sushi.
Nigga, vagina.
I thought there was an actual spot that had just that. I didn't
just
think,
vagina.
I didn't double talking. No, but tuna and fish. I was like, damn, that it's possible. Because in Orlando, we got after hour cookie spots.
Cookies
like 3:00 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it crazy? All these words are double entendre for smash.
For sexual acts, right? That shit is crazy.
Yeah. We have We have insomnia cookies. We have late night. We have like a couple of cookie spots that stay open to like 1, 2, 3:00 in the morning. Well, you're in a college town. Anything goes, anyways.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is when you get closer to USF.
Yeah, all sorts of ideas. I'm like, damn, anything can jump off in this shit.
That's where that one of my recommendations was called the peach cobbler, or something like that.
Oh, they saw that
right by the school, like different like ice cream cups and cobblers and cookies and pies and shit like that.
Imagine, see, shit like that. Whenever I think of shit, the fact when they just have oyster restaurants is crazy. Like oyster bars and shit like that. And the fact
they got one in Daytona, a few of them in Daytona.
Yeah, that to me,
club.
you wouldn't think there'd be a spot for that. There's lobster spots specifically for that, but well, you know, New Orleans got the giant ass the crawfish.
After I left the soccer game, we went to the Hard Rock and had some sushi.
Okay.
I had sushi over the weekend as well.
Where you went to?
Some shit down the street.
What's the difference between sushi and
ramen?
There's that, but there's another one. Like you can order it. It's like I guess it's like a fish. You can eat it. It's almost like sushi. They eat it diced on their food. There's like not pho. I forgot what it's called. My wife gets it a lot.
Diced fish, like raw fish.
I don't know if it's raw or if it's cooked. I feel like I know sometimes they'll call it like spicy tuna, which I'm sure it's either raw or something like that. They'll make it like that.
You're talking about canned tuna, bro.
I'm not talking about canned. It's just the same way you're saying like there's a lot of spots that serve sushi also serve it. I forgot what it's called.
I know what you're talking about, Nate, but I can't put my. I know what you're talking about, but it's not considered sushi. It has its own specific name.
I've had that one before. I've never had sushi because I'm always like, the consistency seems strange. And like raw fish is kind of odd, but I've had those before and surprised those.
I wish I knew what you guys were talking about right now.
I'm gonna find the name for it because them shits is.
Niggas complaining about raw fish like they don't eat ass. Niggas eating raw ass and they talking about
ass
raw
all day before I eat raw fish. Actually, no. I've eaten both. I prefer the raw ass.
On the same day? Making a picture of it. I'll tell you what they call it. Either way, what you up to, Judo?
I didn't do much this weekend. We ended up taking the jet to a splash pad down there in St. Cloud.
Well, those kids love that age.
We're supposed to try to hit up some pumpkin patch this year. See if that goes. I'm letting the wives plan it. So whatever the wives decide we're going to do, we're probably going to do some October type fest type shit. But other than that, I ain't do much productive.
When you guys are doing these things with the kids, are these for the kids or is it for you guys like to have memories with the kids? Because the kid's not going to remember these things.
Yeah, the kid's not going to remember.
Within the next 3 years, he's going to forget about all this.
It's something to do to keep them busy, and then you could make memories as well. So I guess it's a twofer.
Me, I just make sure wherever we're going, they have beer.
Yeah.
And they
which
serve
is what
alcohol.
which is what they tend to do. They make sure that some of these places don't do a good job of making it. It's either they drop off the ball, either they don't make it really thinking of the kids, or they don't really think of the parents. You know what I'm saying? But if they do it right, it can work. But a lot of them will have alcohol and beer. Shit like
Why
that.
they don't have places? Well, I guess it's because weed's not legal, but alcohol is more dangerous than weed.
Yeah, we're gonna go down a whole board. We speak on that, which is facts, but for some reason, yeah, you'll find lots of places. You won't really find anywhere that allows you to just have weed.
I think it's the secondhand smoke factor.
I guess
there's no secondhand alcohol.
Yeah.
You can get a secondhand ass whooping though.
You can indulge in your alcohol and it affects only you, but if you are in an area where they're allowing weed smoke, people can get a second contact.
That's another thing I don't understand. The whole, like people we have in the spots where you can go. There's in places that weeds are legal. There's restaurants that serve weed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In their food, and it slowly comes out overnight. They treat it almost like wine, where there's different grades and it keeps escalating. And like to me, that almost doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
I'd rather already be high than eat the food, than eat the food and gradually get high, because that to me kind of takes away from it, don't it?
No,
because the food is getting you high.
Yeah, the food's getting you high, but the food tastes better when you're high, so it doesn't make any sense to get high while eating. I guess if they're doing it, the food will eventually get better throughout the session.
No, if the food is good, the food is good.
Nah, there's food is good, and then there's when you're high. There's food you already know. Yeah, there's no such thing. High food's definitely that regular food.
The food is. I understand what you're saying. If the food is good, it's good. But
as far as like infusing it,
better.
I'm saying as far as infusing it, if you can infuse it with a strain of weed that make the food actually taste good, and then you get high afterwards, nigga,
that's a bonus. But I would rather be high before for the food to be that much better. That's what I'm worried about. That's the part. I'm not worried about it not tasting good. I know the food tastes good, but like I didn't waste the whole tasting good experience. If I could have been high before it, because that's when you're eating at the most elite level. Is when you're high. I feel like that's when you get. That's when you're eating how the chef meant it to be taste.
I like high, Nate.
It makes sense. I've spent my whole life not being high, so I know both things.
And now that you be getting high before food, before food and before music, I'm like, I like this, Nate.
There's a difference. I do both sometimes, but I know difference. I've had this dish high. I had this and that. I like the high version of it. It's the senses are high. I'm like, this is a completely different dish. there's some dishes that are trash and let you be high, like this is decent.
Nate looks crazy when he's high.
Yeah,
it's not
I seen
crazy.
It. Nigga looks fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it just depends how saucy I get.
Nah, you look fucked up.
Yeah, bro, you don't look.
You can't hide it.
Yeah, you don't look regular.
I'm too early at it.
If you walk into the room, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker fucked up.
There's gonna be a problem, right? You seen that this past weekend? I don't know if y'all seen online. Travis Scott was like had a SNL performance, something like that, and you see him about the host or the girls talking. He's out of his mind, zooted, fucked up, dog. Like this shit is crazy. Like I don't know if something's going on through his head. His host is talking. You see him making all types of faces at the camera.
That wasn't weed.
You know, you be on them shrooms and shit like that. You know, he parties.
Did you guys see the Offset interview with the white girl?
I saw a clip.
He cooked the ass.
He definitely.
Here's the thing about Offset, though. Offset, it's crazy that he became the most popping members of the Migos.
It might be deserved. He probably has the best personality out of them three.
Okay, the one that died. Because one of them used to talk all the time. Was that the one that died?
That's the one that died.
Yeah, that's the one that died. Offset.
Okay, so
take off.
Okay, yeah. So Offset's always kind of been the personality. Yeah.
He's always been the personality. Quavo has always been the style.
The style.
He's always been like the fashionable one, the one that gets people's attention.
Okay, so you're making
visually.
That's why
I think they all had really the same style.
Yeah. That's why
not musically. I'm talking about visually.
Yeah, visually. I feel like they all dressed like they dressed the same. Like they dressed like a group.
Yeah, but I think Quavo was like
they were like a male TLC. You're not gonna find one of them dressing that off from the other one. They look like a group everywhere they go.
No,
there's a thing
TLC. Okay, honestly, TLC.
Even TLC, we already know who's the star.
Exactly.
Back then.
Yeah, who's the star?
Who's the star?
I felt back then it was T-Boss, but then Chili became automatically. Not Chili, my bad. The one that died.
Left Eye was never the star. She was the rapper. She's the rapper in the singing group. The rapper in the singing group is never the star.
That's true, but it's an extra sauce, and she's the smaller one. There's some shit that stand out.
Her shit stands out because she's kind of like
T-Boss had the bob with the little hook. You know, you're like, this motherfucker is bad. This was probably the first someone that even as an elementary school you know and fine. You know a fine was like, God damn, this lady is fine.
Chili Left Eye was the one that was fine for me.
Either way, they were all the whole group was bad. That's for damn sure. You're saying, but Left Eye was the rapper, the youthful looking one. It was just different.
Yeah, I'll say Left Eye was the most attention grabbing one
because she was different. She was the one that wasn't a singer.
I'm pretty sure she sung as well.
She sung too, yeah. But
it's like in Black Eyed Peas. Of course, the singer Fergie's gonna get the most attention because she's the only singer, and she's white,
and she's a woman.
Yeah, that whiteness.
And she's the white woman. Yeah, she got all three.
They are cheat codes though to blowing up. That's why I realized, like, as far as rapping or not rapping, as far as music in general, there's cheat codes to where even you can win the audience over if you look good, if you're in shape, if there's a certain aesthetic. What I realized is there's a reason why we always say celebrities and stuff are smaller in person than they are in camera. You know what I'm saying? Because part of us being in awe of loving them when seeing them is when you see them in person. Let's say when they were on their way up, you're like, damn, this motherfucker small as shit, but this motherfucker rap his ass off. That's one of the lures. It just over blowing them up. They never mentioned the height thing again. But it's not. It's got to be oddly odd that majority of rappers are short. I think that's one of the selling points. That's one of the things that made him pop in their area. It's a small, fresh guy. He's gonna blow up quicker than the bigger guy. That's you know what I'm saying. It's just the aesthetic.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think being short is ever a positive aesthetic in any, unless you're jockey.
Being tiny and fresh, trust me. Some girls might say they don't want to marry that guy, but them young short niggas, they used to fold hoes, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you fly and clean, they get hoes. Trust me.
They had to overcompensate on everything else.
There's an overcompensation that goes somewhere and it breeds along. And remember, women are the most buyers. They read into it, though. There's some other shit that goes on. There's a reason why. Think of the whole hood raps. How is it out of majority rappers that blow up, how majority of them are short?
Because I don't know if.
What are the odds would have been like that? I'm telling you, That's part of that aesthetic. These short niggas that be fly, they overcompensate. They can the Tory Lane shit like that. Tory Lane's not next level scrawny, but this is common though. The TIs, there's short rappers be short, bro. It's not common that they're actually tall. I think that's part of the aesthetic that make them pop.
I don't know. Maybe
it's just like there's very rare that there's a very fat rapper, but if he is, he's usually super fly because that nigga had a hell of overcompensate.
Well, I think being a tall person in general is already rare, right?
There's tall people there, but that's not gonna give you a cheat in hip hop or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it makes anything.
So if everybody's rapping, you're gonna find a majority of short people rapping because there's a majority of short people in the world.
Correct.
I just think that
it matches the population.
Yeah, I think the shorter
because there are tall rappers.
No, we're not talking about short people. We're talking about short rappers in Juno. We're not talking about the match bubbles. These are people that are below shorter than regular rappers, like regular folks. These like how you have the Quavos. A lot of the artists that are actual big stars, the Ludacrises, they're very short. This is the aesthetic.
What's below regular? You act like these guys are midgets.
These are small niggas, bro. The Ushers,
they're like 5'5", 5'5", 5'6" area.
If you 5'5",
I don't know if Usher's that short though.
Let me look at these. These niggas are short, bro. The rappers,
he's talking about the Lil Wayne's, Bobby Valentino, the Lil Uzi verse.
The big artists. We could name.
They're short.
Look how Machida named off the top of his head. They're the
okay, but look, I can do the same thing. Rick Ross, 50 Cent,
2 Chainz,
Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, 2 Chainz.
All those people you just named. 2 Chainz don't do one that's tall. I'm gonna do Snoop Dogg. I'm gonna see how tall he is. These guys aren't that tall.
Tell me how tall Snoop Dogg is, please.
Snoop's at least 6'2".
At least.
Yeah, that's right. But let me see. 6'2". Snoop might be a super tall rapper, but that's not common. Oh, they got him at 6'4". That motherfucker's tall. Snoop's a rarity. But you already know Snoop's a rarity. That's what
I'm telling you, all those names I just about to be in the pros. Slim Thug.
That's another rarity. But the majority of rappers, like, if you name like the top 10, I'm sure they.
Nate, it matches the population. Majority of people are short compared to us. Like us right now is an anomaly. You're never gonna find 3 niggas that hang out with each other that's all above 6 foot unless they're like athletes. And we're all above 6 foot. You know how rare that is?
I guess you mean. I'm looking up the average rapper height.
What is it?
They'll have it like that.
They're not gonna have that, bro. You just gotta look at the average population height.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Who's on the list of short? If you look up short rappers, you're gonna find some short rappers, but you can look up tall rappers too.
Yeah, I just put try to average. I thought it was because I could have sworn there was something. I thought I peeped this. Like a lot of great rappers are actually short rappers, and a lot of people like the K Dots. A lot of them be short, bro. I'm thinking that's something to it.
Nate, that's just humans in general,
J. Cole's
bro.
Tall.
That's just humans in general.
Maybe I was overthinking it. Who knows?
Yeah, you overthinking it.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into this question of the week. We're probably out of touch on this, but what do you guys think how much? This has been a question that's been going around a lot for the single community. How much should a man spend on the first date?
Well, it depends on what you take her.
Okay, what do you think the average woman right now that's in the dating market thinks the average price or the minimum price?
I don't see you getting out of a date not dropping $200.
$200?
Yeah.
You go out with your wife, just you and your wife, and you drop $200 every time?
Well, my wife, it could vary. It can swing. You can have a $300 night. You can have just a $60 night.
So what's the average?
Well, I'm not talking about you married men. I'm talking about
that's the reason why you can't do
the open dating market right now. So what do you guys think these women think a man should spend on the first date?
So if you're trying to make an impression and it's a first date, I don't see you not dropping. Even if it's like a first date, I don't see you not dropping $200.
Well, first of all, if you're going on
and the women might have a higher number because they don't know because they're not paying. But I'm just giving it from a guy's standpoint. Yeah, like what the fuck they don't know money. You know what I'm saying? But from a guy's standpoint, I don't see you dropping. No. It's gotta be at least $200.
And it depends the city that you're going to. Some cities you go to, a drink will cost you like a good $20 for a drink, for one drink.
Yeah, we're in Biden's America. That's happening now.
Okay, so everybody they ask women this all the time. What do you think the average number they say?
They probably say something high. I'm imagine. What they say?
I'm gonna assume they say something high. I would say a normal number for somebody like this. And this is a first date. I might not even see you again.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm dropping, like, I don't know how much you would want me to spend on you for a date that, like, this is like an interview.
I'm gonna say 200, which is
Swerve
is not bad.
You
175
Swerve,
to 200.
You have a bunch of single friends, right? Female friends.
Yeah.
Send a text message to them now and see what response you get.
We don't need to get real-time results.
Say, how much do you expect the man to spend on the first date?
Real quick.
And whenever it comes in, we'll talk about it. But apparently right now, these bitches...
Jesus.
These bitches really think the first date a man has to drop at least a minimum of $300.
Minimum. It depends on what I could see you dropping 300, but I don't know about minimum.
Yeah. Minimum 300, bro. Okay.
On the first date, I don't even know you.
All right. So you guys
that's what's crazy, right?
That's why it was hard for this question to come up, because we're all married and we've been dating our wives for a very long time. So do you guys remember your first date with your wives and how much you spent? Go ahead, Swerve.
I don't remember how much we spent, but I definitely remember it was the Brews Room in Boynton Beach, and that's like a sports bar.
How much you spent?
It couldn't have been more. It couldn't have been more than, and this was a long time ago though, so it couldn't have been no more than like $60.
What about you, Nate?
Couldn't have been.
You was taking it to Chuck E. Cheese. How much you dropped at Chuck E. Cheese?
You know, we've been dating for the longest, so we've been going back since regular restaurants, since fast food venues. So I don't know.
Where was your first date with your wife, Nate? Or first date? And how much did you spend?
That's what I'm trying to think, though. You talking about 21 years, though. So I'm trying to think, what would be the first spot? Would that be like a Red Lobster? Because I'm trying to think, would it be something that would be fancy? And I haven't been to there so damn long.
And even then, 21 years ago at Red Lobster, how much you think you're going to drop on two people that couldn't even buy 60, drink, that couldn't buy alcohol?
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even much. Swerve's price seems very...
Yeah, 60. Like exactly.
Yeah, 60. And even then, that might be... it would be considered like a little... It's a night out.
With inflation?
Yeah, so...
You saying $60 back then is equivalent to $300 today?
Oh no, 300's a little high to begin with, but I expect 200 because I expect it to be high. It's not that it's fair. It's crazy. Niggas can't be. That's why guys started getting creative. Guys started finding other ways to not pay for dates or workarounds, and then girls started peeping game. That guys started getting. Niggas get. There's a scale of respectable where you don't have to drop 300 every time we go on a date.
So
to where you trying to avoid paying altogether. Niggas started saying, "Oh, can we go on a picnic or can we just go?" Every time he would suggest something, it has zero to little cost to it, which is cool when you get to know the person. But after a while, you shelling out money also demonstrates how much you want the person.
No, it doesn't.
Time and money, almost like resources, almost. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say me and my wife's first date was probably dinner and a movie or some shit like that. The max that was spent on that date was $70.
I was just about to say $75. You know, I know.
Have you guys were you guys talking to each other for a while before that? Because like in today's dating scene, it's like you guys meet each other or you exchange numbers and then you go out on the first date. It's not like you and your wife were probably talking for a while before that first date.
Yeah, it was different back
then.
Maybe
a couple of weeks, maybe.
See, a couple of weeks, then this is somebody you know that's not going nowhere. These dates is like you might swipe left and I meet you, and now I'm going on the first date with you.
Hey,
I probably never even talked to you.
I just met you exactly. Yeah, I just met you this morning. Let me go. I met you online. Let's go on a date tonight. I'm supposed to just drop 300 on you, and I'm not gonna ever see.
And on the flip side, because I know there's no women right now, I heard like a woman rebuttal this same topic, and she was saying, just imagine I'm going on. This is a job interview, and I'm trying to put out my best me. And my best me is going to include getting my hair done, getting my nails done, all this makeup I want to put on my face.
You're right.
How much money is that? How much money am I spending on all of this?
Yeah, I've heard the woman's argument of this. It does.
Yeah, but it's all cap.
It is definitely cap. But I've heard the argument that they put a lot of effort into it.
You know why it's all cap?
Why? Because if they come
a shower doesn't cost you anything.
What doesn't?
A shower. putting on makeup that you already have.
Yeah,
doesn't
but I
cost
don't need
you
to waste.
anything.
I don't need to. She doesn't need to waste that makeup on you.
It's not. You acting like you acting like one face costs a lot.
Yeah,
of your own makeup,
depending on how much the makeup costs.
These bitches ain't buying expensive makeup like that. These bitches ain't. Them bitches ain't putting Mac on their face.
The type of brand new Mac $300 dates, I think they are.
The women do not spend $300 to get ready to go on a date.
The ones that's expecting like $40 dates, those are like the sexy reds. They just, they're just putting on some lip gloss. That's it. The ones that's putting on the expensive makeup, they probably.
But they're not doing it per. They're not doing it per.
That's what that like. The whole makeup shit is all bullshit. Because the makeup they already have at home, it's already been purchased. So it's not like they're going to
use it on you. Is what I'm saying.
Swear, if you act like the makeup, you getting one face out of the makeup that you pay for. You're getting like 50, 60 faces off of it.
Y'all niggas got to put pause on the fact that you even know what faces even mean.
What do you mean?
Wow. You think the average man know the fuck you talking about? I know what you're talking about because I have daughters. You guys know what you're talking about because you have wives. Trust me. They're like, what's he talking about? Faces. No fucking.
This is common knowledge right here.
This is women terminology.
This is common knowledge.
There's some people that live with women.
If you have one thing of foundation, there's only a certain amount of
that niggas don't know the names. He's about to start breaking down the sets.
I do believe a lot of the guys are fucking stupid and clueless.
It's not they're stupid. Right. You don't live with women. How would you know? It's shit that literally has no effect us. If you're not living with women, you don't have no sisters. It's not that they're clueless. It's not the world. It's shit they have nothing to do.
Nah, niggas are just dumb, mate. It's okay
because women know men shit. They know what a fade is.
You're right. They should.
They know different terminology that we use.
Listen, there's a reason why. I'm thinking you feel that way, but it's not that a lot of guys. It's men that are in relationships or married men in general. There's a reason why.
I knew all this shit before I got married.
Yeah, men are around women, and they're gonna learn things about women.
You would think, but a lot of these niggas don't pay attention to shit.
Taken men are attentive men, which means you pay attention. There's a reason why they are also the ones that are sought after.
I don't think men are the taken. I think women are taken.
Are attentive, are gonna pay attention. You start, saying that a lot of them know. There are niggas that don't know shit like that. And you think, bro, if you just list that way, they're gonna be wowed by just some of the simplest shit of you just paying attention to this, that. But some of it might be because, like I said, you had sisters or you're actually paying attention. But there are a lot of guys that they wouldn't know none of this shit we're talking about
because they're not paying attention. Because those guys are around women.
They could be around women. They just not.
Those are the dumb niggas, bro.
They're dummies. Yeah. It's like you can't be walking around a different species your whole life and you don't learn anything about them.
You can. I mean, it's like guys. Some guys don't even realize there's pad with wings or a different type of pad. You can, bro. It's definitely if it's something that has nothing to do with you and you feel like it's just woman business. Yeah, I can go my whole life without knowing and be just fine. I guess that's how they feel.
So I don't blame why them niggas are singles. Niggas is dumb.
Yeah.
If you don't know what foundation is, if I say putting on one face doesn't cost you this much, and niggas like, what the fuck is he talking about? That nigga is dumb. He deserves to be single.
Just doing the hot take that.
Real shit, bro. Like, I don't understand how men don't know women.
That's. I guess it just depends. It depends. But either way,
what
you're saying.
No, Nate. Let me. I'm gonna kill your argument here. Niggas don't play basketball, but they know all the rules.
Yeah, but it's something that I guess it makes sense. It would make more sense to learn it all, right?
Are you saying it's something that they're interested in? So you selling these guys are gay. So you saying these single men are gay?
These niggas is gay.
These niggas is gay. But that's just our logic, because by their logic, if a single dude knew about this stuff, then he'd be sassy.
Exactly, because women could flip it on you in a heartbeat.
Easy. You got to be careful. It's a thin line you got to tread.
Yeah, you got to be careful with absorbing some of their knowledge, because they're like, "What you know a little too much?
You know a little too much, nigga."
What were you saying as far as that? Because you were getting.
No, I'm going back to niggas not understanding women and knowing women and shit like that. Because I literally be listening to these conversations, and the niggas that are talking about
you
women.
Talking about like other podcasts and shit like that?
Women that don't do this, don't do that, and those niggas don't know what a fucking bundle is.
Yeah, it happens.
I'd be like, this is why these niggas are single. Like, nigga, you stupid, you don't understand women. Why the fuck would a bitch get with you?
I mean, unless they have no other part. I feel like they might be niggas that get bitches that don't know this stuff too either, though. I feel like you're giving a lot of grace. You think there are some niggas that don't know absolutely nothing about women, but I feel there's niggas that get girls and still know absolutely nothing about them.
Yeah, I call those are the niggas that don't graduate high school.
Yeah, but they still get hoes though.
They get hoes.
Very dumb.
Yeah. They get hoes. They get hoes and complain about it on podcasts.
Yeah, maybe there's that too. But there still might be a lot of problematic niggas that they don't really need game. They just working off of biology. Them niggas, you know what I'm saying? They still got the metrics. You know what I'm saying? They still come around and the essence of testosterone get them enough broads. I guess just from that.
I guess, but these chicks are really saying a minimum on a first date is $300 now, bro. I feel bad for these niggas, bro.
Okay, so if a drink costs $20, say she gets 3 drinks while you guys are talking, because you guys got to talk. As soon as you sit down, she already knows what she's getting. You got to match every drink she gets. You can't quit before she quits. So if she says,
my thing is like first date, I'm not taking to a 5-star restaurant. Bitch, we trying to learn each other and chop it up. Bitch, you going to Applebee's with me?
Yeah, and that's where I heard that woman saying that she's not putting that expensive face on for no Applebee's.
Nobody told you to do that.
Be clear, Juno, you out here Applebee's. Let me tell you stores that are off limits now. Applebee's, cheesecake, Red Lobster.
Those chicks are not accepting that as first dates anymore.
That's what he's saying.
It's kind of considered lowbrow.
Yeah,
like middle America fast food shit that used to be considered high end back then. Roof Chris, my boy, kick it up a notch.
But I don't need
levels. Less levels. You can't
just go to Roof Chris.
Don't jump from Applebee's to Roof Chris. Okay, there's stuff in between.
You could drop at Cheddar's or some shit like that. Yeah, there's stuff in between. But don't try to go the fast one. Ain't no Denny's.
We're still talking about first date on bitches you met 2 days ago on Tinder. These are how these people are meeting nowadays. It's like on social media and dating apps, and that be the first time they're actually meeting the person, and they're expecting you to take them to Capitol Grill. That is crazy to me. I don't even have time invested in you talking on the phone, but you want me to take you to Capitol Grill.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
I guess not.
Yeah, because none of y'all niggas loved y'all wife at first sight. What is he talking about?
What do you mean?
Do you believe in love at first sight, Nate?
I can't say I do. I mean, I'm sure somebody have. I don't know if they've ever executed. That's me the first person you hooked up with, and you that's it.
No, that's not what that means. It's not the first person. That means when you first saw them, you were like, "Oh, she's the one." That's love at first sight.
I have lots of she the one moments, and you know what I'm saying, I love this one, love that one. You could be like that from the get go, but how do you know if you didn't execute that, you actually followed through? You're loved, but you didn't do nothing with it.
Exactly. Some people actually do things with it. They see somebody and they be like, "Oh, she's the one," and then they go talk to them, and then they get married, have kids, and then live happily ever after. That's love at first sight.
Yeah, they just executed that love. So lots of people probably had love at first sight. But they just didn't execute. Someone you really attracted to. Oh, okay. It takes a lot to have the whole love package. You ain't even heard the person speak. You ain't heard them talk. How you know that you're loving them just on aesthetic right then and there. So you tell me you haven't loved some shit just from just seeing it.
Yeah, love at first sight.
Plenty of shit. I'm like, God damn, I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of shit I love right there. I love that right there. If any of the other extra shit that came with it, it'd have been full package.
Maybe love at first sight. Maybe love at first sight has to go both ways. Both you guys have to be like, oh, this is love at first sight for it to work.
Yeah, it's not one way. Because men love everything that looks good.
That's exactly my point. Exactly, that's my point.
So it has to be her. She has to feel the same way about you.
She has to feel the same way. I don't think that's a thing.
And when you hear a girl say it was love at first sight, it's usually an attractive girl. Then of course it's love at first sight. That's how it works. Is if not, the nigga has to work for it or do everything else. But she has options.
No, when women say love at first sight, that nigga jumped out of a Lambo.
Exactly, but I'm just saying she had options. She had options.
It wasn't attraction. It was love. It was love at first sight because you can see that nigga has money.
You can see a future with him. You see the whole package, right?
Yeah, as soon as you see that Lambo.
McLaren, you're like, yeah, I can see it.
I see it. I can see me. I can see me in that. Yeah. I can see me in the passenger seat.
Shit's crazy. Let's get into these absurdities. I don't know how long we even.
That's the intro right there. That's a long intro.
Yeah, we've been at it for a minute right now.
It's a short week anyway.
Pause.
So if y'all wanted to make it with just the sauce, if y'all want to cover the global shit first.
Yeah, do that, and then we'll get into the.
We'll do hip hop.
Yeah.
Global shit. All hell's broken out in Iraq. Not Iraq. What am I saying? Israel.
Israel/Palestine.
Israel/Palestine, where the Hamas, local Hamas terrorist groups in the group Hamas, basically launched an all-out attack. I forget. I don't know the figures of how many folks they killed.
A whole lot.
A whole lot, though. The motherfuckers came and did like 10 some attacks all at once simultaneously. Some of them were at like a concert. Them motherfuckers paraglided in that way. The rest they used, use tractor trailers as battering rams. Some just snuck into certain places and just did, snuck out, hop out. So I don't know if it was just all timed. Obviously it was timed because this is all orchestrated. But they done hit bam, like in a span of like one day between I'd say 300 to 800 deaths or something like that. It was crazy. But they kept they got at least 100 hostages that are released, and they're putting out their demands.
This is the longest war that's been. This is the longest active war that's been going on. Has been Palestine versus Israel.
Correct.
Because this been happening since before America was even founded, before most countries were founded. And the whole thing is it's a battle for that land and the rightful owners of that land.
They've been fighting since the Bible.
Yeah.
They've been fighting since the Bible. But if you want the American version, because we don't give a fuck about anything that happened before us. Even if they've been fighting since the Bible, I felt like, let me cover that. Even if they've been fighting since the Bible, in the Bible, God's people are the Jewish people.
That's the Israels.
Well, it depends on how you interpret it.
In the Bible, God's people are the Jewish people.
He names his people, but there's always been an argument of what people he's talking about.
Like which tribes or?
Yes. So the Jewish folks think he's referring to them, but then if you listen to the
Israelis or the
Muslims and
Arabic world,
even the Hotep people, like what are them people called? What religion is that?
Israelites.
The Israelites, the Black Hebrews and all that, they are saying that Bible is referring to them, and they're the original people of the Lord.
Okay, but isn't it? So those however tribes, they're from that whatever tribe that they said God is in. But that land they're fighting for, isn't it over two brothers? And was it that land was for either or? What does it work? Or?
I don't know why the shit work, bro. I know it's over. It's over that land and the rightful owner of that land.
Yeah, they've been fighting for Holy Land for the longest, and ever since the Bible days, the Jewish folks that were ran up out of there. Ever since the Egyptians and all, they've basically been persecuted and been chased across the world. A lot of them left over there, Palestine, and after nearly being wiped out over there in Germany after the U.S. came through and Russia and basically saving everything. We told them we'd give them a nice little slice of land that would make their own country, and U.S. went over there and just annexed, basically colonized, just like, yeah, this is y'all shit, right in the middle of Palestine, and said this was Iraq, not Iraq, but Israel.
Israel, yeah.
And that's what it is. And we've been cutting them a check ever since then, and making Germany cut them a check, you know what I'm saying, ever since then to establish their own nation state. And at first it started out good, but there's the Palestinians like, hey, what's going on? They've been beefing ever since, kind of going to war, trying to say, hey, y'all taking our spots, and they've been kind of beefing going. And what would happen is each time the Palestinians will attack Israel, because Israel now has the backing of U.S. and everything else, they would smack them down, basically clap them, and then they'll take a little bit more territory. So like each failed attempt, failed attempt, they'd grow stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, they'd slowly still be creeping in and take more shit anyways. So like no matter what, from however long this thing's been going on these last, however long since World War II on, the size of Israel has grown from being just like a cluster inside the middle. So it's like majority of the place is its own. To where they've encased Palestine. So the people that's in Palestine, the Gaza, the Palestinians now at this point, they basically they're patrolled by the Israels. You know what I'm saying? Everything they got, their water, electricity, all runs through Israel. So either the freedom fighters, all these people that's trying to fight for their rights on their way out, every time they get clapped or they'll lose territory. But basically even now, while the war is going on, they just turned off their power and their water. They figured they said they're going to try to starve them out.
Starve out the Palestinians.
That's going against them. Yeah, trying to see if that's going to work. But think of the regular, all while doing bombings. Think of the humanitarian efforts of that. Like, how long you're going to let these people basically? You're killing them all.
So, being someone who doesn't know nothing about this war that's going on, when you see people like taking sides, and it seems like there's a lot of people on both sides. Yeah, in America and different countries everywhere, you see
the whole world. This is the most popular fight in the world.
And everybody takes a side. Everyone has a side that they've already chosen.
Here's what it is. Majority of the world agrees with Palestine.
Because they're the ones
Israel or Palestine. I think they agree with Israel.
They agree with the Palestine is the little guy that's getting spanked and getting whooped.
Majority of the world fucks with Palestine. But U.S. and its interest, the big guys, gonna say they support Israel's right to exist and everything else. And so you will see the superpowers only say will say Israel. Will be U.S., France, Canada. You know, the white conglomerates. The rest of the world's like, you know what I'm saying? We could, even if they fuck with Israel, like we fuck with Israel, but we understand it should be a 50-50 state, a nation state. They've been agreed on that. It wasn't until, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody wants to cheer for Darth Vader.
Yeah, but no one else is riding. But when America and everyone else in the West is riding with the Israel completely.
This just brings up the same shit as Ukraine and Russia.
Yep.
The people that support Ukraine is the bigger guys. Pause. Mm-hmm. And most of the other places, like, that's part of Russia's shit, and I decided to carve out a little piece and call it Ukraine.
Yeah, and everyone else fucks with Russia. Yeah. So the rest of the world right now is fucking with Russia.
But Russia was the one doing the bullying of Ukraine.
Yeah, but it's their shit.
Ukraine was a part of Russia until it's carved out by this bigger powers, and turned into their own nation.
And which was part of Russia. And on top of that, they said they wasn't ever going to join NATO. And meanwhile, they've been talk about joining NATO. So like, man, we got to clap you. So Russia is really not in the wrong in that argument. So the rest of the world, the places that are our partners, they're like, they kind of say they're not gonna say anything, but their citizens are on celebrating the other side. You know what I'm saying? It's a U.S. and people that's in our allies that's gonna.
So right now, if you're part of American government, you can't say free Palestine right now.
No,
I don't think anytime if you're part of American government, it's never a free Palestine. You're never going to side with Palestine. You can say Palestinian rights, but no one in American government goes against Jewish. You already know that. That's a given. You can say both. Or stop all, but there's don't ever let
you see these videos of these like bombings, like little kids.
That's just war.
Dead
that's nothing. You go on Twitter, nigga, this is war. I'm seeing the real war. This shit is wild.
Yeah. I saw people on Twitter. That's just crazy.
Yeah, when I've been watching wars all year. The wars over there in the one in Russia, that one's been crazy, but this Jewish shit right here, when them niggas catch each other lacking, bro, I'm talking about with farm equipment, they get busy. This shit, it's madness. They really hate each other over there, bro.
No, people don't understand what war is.
They're running over the bodies over and over. There's a different level of just war and brutality that happens after death. These motherfuckers hate each other over there in Palestine, bro. I'm seeing nothing videos of mutilation and fucking the corpses after they're already dead. That's not usually common. I've seen they shot the person and kept it moving. These motherfuckers, they're mad beating the body even after the body's dead, like still be angry. Though. The shit is crazy. They hate each other over there, boy.
Yeah, that's a different kind of hate.
It's a different. It's like they're gonna constantly like they feel like they were violated. That shit, it's crazy. That I don't know what they're gonna do about it over there, man. But you know, a lot of folks hate.
There was this I think like the 76ers put out some type of statement where they were saying, "Oh, we stand with Israel," and then some beat writer or something wrote, like I stand with Palestine or Free Palestine. Dude got fired.
Yeah, get them up out of here. Because Palestine didn't do anything. The group Hamas did it. So you can say Free Palestine, but since you're saying Free Palestine in the middle of when Israel just been attacked, they feel like it's kind of like saying if there were it's kind of like yelling Black Lives Matter. If there was just we just did a massacre on a group of white folks in the middle.
Who's we?
I'm just giving an example. Black folks just did it. No, black people. If a black person
black
did a
people is not Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is the LGBT
but I'm just giving
community.
That's true. I'm just giving you a thing to why they'll consider.
Don't group me in with those people, please.
Use like 9/11.
Yeah, I guess.
Like if something happened with 9/11 and like who was it, Taliban? I don't know.
It's like if they keep saying never forget on 9/11, you go and say all tragedies matter. In the middle, you're being a fucking problem. You're being a dick, which is what they do to us. You know, they expect everyone else to get it but us. You know what I'm saying? When it's our shit, they bring it up all that shit. When we say it's just our conversation, but when it's they think they're like just nothing comes before 9/11. Never forget. Everything else is all right, guys. Either way, the Israeli-Palestinian war still goes on under Biden's watch. It looked like a lot of this shit could mean a lot of. It could mean a lot too, though.
What do you mean? Like they might be sending some more money to another country?
I mean, that's happening for sure.
Oh, that already happened.
That already happened. They cutting that check. This is Israel, baby. That's our numero uno. So that's our boy. You say that's our little man. We fuck with him the hard way. Pause. So you ain't gotta even worry about that. That check was being cut, but this is gonna be it's looking crazy right now though. We over here trying to stop one war, trying to stop another. Shit's getting crazy outside. And because this shit could actually cause a war. Because if they're saying if U.S. helps, what was that? Iran said that if U.S. helps Israel, they're gonna be forced to jump in. And we could wipe out Iran, but you know who backs Iran? Russia. So it's just this shit always gets crazy, World
War IV on the way.
World 3 happened already.
Well, people don't understand. Yeah, like you're saying, war is we get the benefit of being inside the empire and being insulated. People are like, man, that shit wild.
Yeah, Americans don't really understand war because we never fought a war on our land.
On our land,
we're always on the other person's land fighting the war.
What's the ship that Death Star?
Yeah, we're the Death Star.
Yeah, when you're inside the Death Star, you don't feel no pain.
You don't feel it. We over here get to saying it, but we don't know what it's like to have fucking
missiles dropped on you.
Yeah, dropping your head top in the middle of the night, power being cut off without eating. It's just wild. It's just a Wednesday. It's nuts. And thank God for that much. You know what I'm saying? So as much as people want to see, even being a conflicted American, being in America, a lot of black folks want to humble us one day. They want us to see us get our due. Like, I don't think you want that. The last time it happened was 9/11. Exactly. I was like, I don't think you want it to happen while you're in it. You know what I'm saying? I know it's bad. We do bad shit, but we benefit from the bad shit in some form of at least being insulated from it. You know what I'm saying? In that aspect. But yeah, you don't want that shit in our land, dog. But
one of the kids at my job, he asked me a good question. He actually just became a citizen. He's from Ecuador. He became a citizen not too long ago. And he was like, if there was some type of war going on, who would they take first? Would they take the Americans born here, or would they take like the Americans like him who just became American, like naturalized Americans, or
when he says
Americans?
Take, as he mean like if there's a
like
draft?
Like a draft, yeah, like a draft.
Drafting? They'd probably take either or, but I can see why they'd want to naturalize.
They're not going to distinguish between.
Yeah, they're not going to distinguish
naturally born Americans versus American citizens.
But even if I did,
I would take the number get pulled.
Even if I did, if there is a science to it, I would take the majority of the new crop. If I'm gonna waste the new crop over.
That's what I was saying. I was like, that's what they would do to y'all. That shit's crazy.
Yeah. Make you earn your shit, nigga. You ain't been here long. It makes sense. I see it's the veterans go a little bit later.
That's what I told him, and his rebuttal was, well, when I had to take the test, I had to take a test to become a citizen. These people didn't even have to take that test. They're just like,
in our blood.
Yeah, it's in our blood. So that means this should be in your blood to defend this country.
But really, it's them. They're people that actually had to become citizens. They do sometimes. They are more patriotic than the people that are born it.
Yeah, for sure.
The people that are born it could just say it, that they're born it. But when you had to work for it, you probably you do hold it a little bit to a more. It's just like you also being like a child of an immigrant. Yeah, I feel like we hold it to a bit more of a appreciation than the person that kind of takes it for granted. Just in general, most persons will take it for granted if they're born into it. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
I feel like those children of immigrants, a lot of times those become the same people that be like, oh yeah, you can become anything in America. This is the type of place. Yeah, but we know that's not true.
We don't know that is not true. It's a true, not true thing. It's a thing.
They also be the first ones to say close the borders.
I mean, there's a reason.
They make it seem like there's not a fake wall that's holding some people back from these things.
I can see how people get from one end of the spectrum of intolerance to the other. The same way now, like they're saying they're not saying close the border. They're saying close the border. Like you have couple 100,000, let's say 100,000, say 50,000, 100,000 people coming in here per day. Waves of people coming in here per day. Non-check, none does none third.
Like your parents
did. I don't mind. I was like, shit, that's what you're supposed to do. We're the product of people that migrated.
Yeah, so why would you say close the doors? Why would you say close the borders?
But when
you wouldn't be here if they closed the borders.
Well, the people that's already in, you got to think when you're in, you be like, yeah, I don't want my shit to be like that shit. I left that shit for a reason. Y'all go ahead and close that shit behind me. It ain't the world ain't about right or wrong and fair. It's about you take advantage of you stack all your W's in life, all the wins you take them, and you minimize all your losses. And once you're inside, the door being open behind you is a potential loss, right? Close that shit. That's how people look at it. It's as cutthroat as it might be. That's how the most successful people are, the most safest people are. You treat your house you treat the country like it's your home. Same way. You're not gonna go inside your house and just leave the back door open, right? You're gonna close the back door. It don't matter if you snuck in with your kids through the back door.
Pause.
After you get in, you close that back door, right?
Pause.
Hey,
yo.
I didn't know. Yeah, yo. But you know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been there, like, hey, there's been ample time. All right, cut it off now. You know what I'm saying? What's cutthroat is half the time when there's migration like that, they don't care if it's women and kids. It's when they're showing you the footage to scare people, they'll show you nothing but a seas of men coming. Just nothing. Pause. Now you ain't gonna catch that one. No. But it's nothing but waves of guys.
Listen, I'm thinking they show a sea of men coming, hard dicks, bro.
Hard dicks.
Pause. That shit is hilarious. All right, let's move on. Let's get off of this topic before we get canceled by the Jewish community, and let's go into hip hop where we can say niggas ain't shit. That's more acceptable.
I don't even feel like that was a Jewish thing we're speaking of. I thought we were talking about. How do we even get on that one?
Anytime you talk about Israel, you're talking about Jewish people.
This is true. This is true.
So, let's move to hip hop. So recently, DJ Envy and Caesar shit actually hits national news, to where the people that have been scammed by Caesar are going to publications and actually going on the news and saying how he scammed them out of this money and shit like that. And of course, DJ Envy don't speak on it. Charlamagne ain't giving DJ Envy Donkey of the Day yet, which is well deserved, because I don't believe DJ Envy was in on it, but that nigga Caesar finessed the shit out of Envy to promote his shit to scam people.
Listen,
because DJ Envy was the name of it and why people were able to get sucked in.
Pause.
To this scam.
Because don't nobody know the Caesar dude.
Listen, right. the nigga that's airing out Envy. Pause. That guy is was it Tony the Closer, whatever his name is?
Yeah.
The expose that he's been airing out on Envy and all that stuff. All these niggas that hate people, there's like a community of influencers, right?
And them niggas been ready to hate.
And there's like a community of influencer haters. And them niggas, there's like a niggas. So imagine there's influencers and there's niggas that been ready to hate, that them niggas are gun ho. They couldn't wait to tear y'all niggas down. And as soon as they had a chance, they have all the preparation for you. It's like a tag team. So they throw you, one guy, Tony the Closer's a hater. Then there's another nigga that, not the mortgage guy, the other nigga that does taxes. But either way, these niggas, they already be ready to expose you. But from the expose I've seen that they have on Envy, dog, on the whole shit, Envy, it's not looking good for Envy. The nigga Caesar, he's an outright, your boy a thief.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying?
I don't think Envy was. I don't think this was Envy's. Envy was the mastermind behind this. I think Envy was.
But Envy did push that shit.
He pushed. That's what I'm saying. I believe Caesar finessed him as well.
He made money with Caesar, and he told people that he made money with Caesar, and come to find out he ain't make no damn money. Your money, so like with us. Nah, nigga, you fuck people over. You lied because he said, "Oh, I invested. I got 500 with that guy." Yeah, but did you make money with him? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So he talking about he never make money. Meanwhile, they're doing these seminars and he's still upselling niggas in the background. Envy a scammer, dog. It ain't that the same shit he complained that those other niggas do. They do the same shit.
So you think Envy was if it was a 50, if you had to divide it on who was the person fucking people over, would you give it 50-50 Envy and Caesar as it was a plan together?
Okay, to me, this is a Caesar plan. Like, I feel like this is a Caesar plan. Because if you do the expose, these niggas will sell, Caesar will sell a house, right? And tell you, hey, I'm working on this house. You own me, you give me, let's say you give me $1 million or $100,000. I'm going to give you 30% on your money in 6 months. I'm going to buy this house over here. I'm going to fix it, flip it, and all that. Give you 30% of your money. Come 6 months around, I haven't given you your money. I ain't really picking up the phone. You hit me up. I need you up maybe like 9 months down. But oh my bad, bro. This should take a little bit longer. But you know what? I got this other property. What you should do is shoot me 30, bro. I'll get you that, and I'll give you another 20% on top of your money, and then 5% late fee on the other thing.
Yeah, I don't think
you break them off, and now you break them off for another $30,000. So then now you pay $130,000. Now by the time you know, you say, oh bro, that shit's about to run out. But I was just hitting you up. He calls you midway through. Shoot me with 50, bro. I'm gonna do the whole thing. The nigga finagled the shit out of you, bro. Right. Sold you 3 times on 3 different properties, and then some of the properties he told you about, he never even had. And then that first property, he sold that same property, sold that same deal 3-4 times to 3 other people.
That's what I'm saying. I think Envy went in there blind, thinking, okay, this is a money play. Exactly. I'm about to make some money with this guy. All I gotta do is push it. I have the platform to push it.
Pause.
Listen, from what I'm seeing in real estate, especially, I don't know if you can really get big or large.
Pause.
Yeah, that's a pause. Without scamming a lot of people. Like, this shit is common in this trade. Like,
well, Nate, you experienced it before, so that's why you say it's common. But it's not common. Legit. It's not common to the rest of us.
It's not. No, I'm people that's in the real estate world. They know that, like, there's people that are big. You hear when people talk about that are larger. When you hear people talk, this is the history. This is how they usually get on. Like, this is how you leapfrog to the next level. Apparently, I thought if Caesar just has Envy not been on TV, this would have been. This is how Caesar gets to the next level, and it would have just been cool. A couple people would have got fucked over, and this is just business. This is how it's done.
But he's attached to a high-profile guy like Envy, so he's gonna be out there.
Yeah,
Envy opened him up. Pause to millions of people to scam.
Exactly, and he would have just been scamming folks. He's been scamming since COVID shit probably sold up his bread, but maybe that's what happened. The motherfucker been scamming. The way I'm seeing this guy selling the same house 3 times over, and he was buying more property and buying more. The way I'll send you the video about it. The shit is crazy. I like either he got into the jam or he's buying shit. It ain't like he's just wasting the money. You know what I'm saying? He's hoping some shit's gonna hit, but at the same time, he is scamming. He's pocketing a lot of the bread. He's using a lot of the bank's money. He's never putting up his own bread. The money he's getting from these folks, he's never using that money half the time. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to run off with a bag.
Yeah, that nigga had a good play going, bro.
He had a good ass jug going until motherfuckers started hating on EYL, and because the EYL fell out, everyone that contributed to their network that. Kind of like people start hating on them. That's how the Envy and them got caught on. And that shit is crazy.
All right, what else we got in hip hop? All right, recently Drake dropped an album.
For All the Dogs.
For All the Dogs came out last week, I believe, this past week. Joe Budden.
Hold on, did y'all hear that album?
I haven't heard it yet.
Okay. How about you?
I listened to it.
Okay. What you thinking?
I like it. I give it like I think it's great. I'd give it like a good. What? For saying it was great?
What if it's just considered gay to like Drake?
That part.
What if you sound like that?
I'd give it like a good 7.5.
7.5 ain't great
8?
album.
8?
Nigga, yeah, I'll give it that.
I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it
7.5 to 8.
There's it's hard to find 10 albums, so I'll give it a 7.5.
Is it 3 mics?
7.
Out of how many mics?
I'll give it out of how many
Isn't
mics?
it? Isn't the scale 3?
5?
5.
Is it 5?
Is it?
Is it 5 mics?
No, I'll give it a 3.5, maybe 4. It's a solid album, bro. The shit is dope. Listen,
I didn't listen to it yet.
The album is long as well. You know what I'm saying
it's long, yeah.
So if you want to just listen to the album through, it's dope that way. If not, you can chop it up into little segments and it's long, and the album is long enough that you can make it into whatever playlist you want. If you want to, you know what I'm saying, if you're trying to make it up tempo, a slow song type tempo, because there's enough slow songs in there. There's enough just hip hop albums in there. If you like the Take Care, you'd like this album. That's what this album
is very similar to his previous work.
Not even his previous. I feel like more like Take Care. More of a lot of R&B songs in there.
Yeah, a lot of R&B songs on there. Kind of like Scorpion. It's just not divided
and
up.
A lot of, and then the rap ones are rap ones, and then bars. Just, you know what I'm saying. So at this point, we're not gonna get a full hip hop Drake. I think we just got to be cool with it. And if you're cool with the music he's making, then you should have it's not a problem.
All right. Well, Joe Budden came out and said Drake is trying to appease the new generation with this album, and that Drake is hanging around too much young kids. That's why this album is not mature. He needs to grow up and shit. And Drake came back with a.
He also said stop smashing 25-year-olds.
Yeah, that's some hating shit right there.
All of it is some hating shit.
All of it's hate, but that last part made me like, nah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that discredited everything.
If you could get some 25-year-olds, you wouldn't be. Come on, Joe.
Exactly. Like, who the fuck you think you? That's the part that made the other niggas in the world be like, who the fuck this guy think he is?
Like, that's when peak vagina sets in.
Come on, this motherfucker is out here
25
shit up. He out here talking blasphemy, right? That's what I know. We all agree to that. Once he said that part, like, come on, Joe.
That part was wild,
Joe. You wildin', Joe. That's what everyone said. Like once he said that shit, but
Drake is everything that he wants to be, that he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Drake is what every rapper wants to be.
But Drake's message, that long ass post he posted about Joe Budden and his critique of his music, that shit was nasty.
Yeah, Drake
ethered that nigga in a was it an Instagram post or a tweet?
Yeah, I think it was IG.
Post.
So that nigga ethered them in the post, bro.
Your jersey, nobody remembers your jersey numbers or your rafters or
your
you
ain't Kobe. You thought
you ain't Kobe. You ain't no Kobe.
He hit him with the Draymond line.
Yeah, with that. So he did them dirty, basically. How you can't tell the longest running superstar
that he needs to grow up.
You can't give him any critique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially from you, that's one. And you can't tell him to grow up. What am I doing? I'm already there's no one. I'm breaking the record as I speak. No one's done this, and I'm setting the records. Who's going to hold a candle to me? Why should I have to grow up?
When he says grow up, like, what the fuck do you want from him?
Exactly. And this is the shit that tastemakers of the community and shit like that, this is what they do to try to set the tone. These are gatekeepers, and this is their tactic sometimes. When something's going one way, they can use their power to sway it to go another way. That's what kind of makes them a culture tastemaker. You know what I'm saying? So,
because a lot of people are agreeing with Joe Budden, saying, "Yeah, Drake does need to grow up. He needs to stop hanging out with 25-year-olds."
It's all the old niggas.
It's not only that,
but it's the women that are also agreeing with him, saying, "Why do you care that?" Because he has like a line where he says something about, "I don't like what you did to your lips" or something like that.
Exactly.
Like, why do you care?
Listen, it's perfect. It happens is, as a tastemaker, you get to set the tone of what the critique about it, and everyone's gonna fall in line with it, especially when you're this popular. But this album is called For My Dog, so it makes sense. So he took it from the stance of the guy's standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he has the song "What Would Pluto Do." He's playing to what's the name?
Future.
To Future. Like nigga, that's online. Who's the toxic guy online? This is what this album for, the toxic side of it.
Definitely
all the other ones was a love for the he just did Loverboy.
Certified Loverboy.
Certified Loverboy. He gave you a love songs. This one's for the guy, the toxic guy that's in love, and he gets to say all the toxic shit. Diss your boyfriend. Yeah, fuck that nigga. He broke and he stood like that's that. And this to me is the most relatable. He still makes the most relatable love songs in the world. Him and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, him for somebody to be a millionaire and still be putting out a 25-track album and most of these songs are relatable. I'm like, yeah, this guy's really.
And different. The shit he's saying, if it's not relatable to people, they're just not in that stage in their life because they've gotten older. But his reality ain't your reality. You can't tell him to grow up, and he has plenty of introspective songs that are plenty grown. But they be wanting Drake to talk about world issues and shit like. He's gonna jeopardize his brand speaking on
Israel
on global issues.
Yeah,
motherfucker, I'm a superstar. I'm a brand. I'm like Brand Jordan. I'm that large. It don't make any sense for me to yeah. I'm up to pause with it, but it doesn't make any sense for me to cross those lines. And it's like they're mad that he's putting his bag first. Like that's what everybody do.
In that case, and with that being said, do we believe Joe fell at music?
Joe did fail that music. I mean, he was one of the best rappers. He had bars, and that's the whole reason why when they signed Slaughterhouse a whole rap group of lyricists, it became a big thing. But they never quite delivered. It never sold. It never took off. And that's it. He did everything.
And then he went to media.
And he went into media.
So Drake is right. Joe Budden failed at music.
Yeah, that absolutely happened. He pivoted to another space, and he's successful there. But Joe
is Joe a one-hit wonder?
I would say so. Most of people who are not into the type of rap that he does would say he's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah. I would say he's a one-hit wonder because he only has one hit.
Yeah,
Joe's a hater.
They might say he got some good tracks, but nah, hits.
Yeah.
He's a
Joe's a hater. Regardless, but yeah, I felt like he tried to, like I said, saying that he needed to grow up is wild. And these niggas always set you up for the kill. They told Jay-Z to do the same thing. As soon as he did that, and people felt that album was ass, and they felt nothing but old niggas did is hype that shit up. And that's
it. Talking about 444?
444, and we're like, and people like now people online, Twitter don't give a fuck. Twitter come back on. Can we really talk about 444 now? I love Twitter. You know the hated niggas. You know the hated niggas. So
niggas that been really, waiting to hate.
The been waiting to hate. If there's always a nigga been waiting, they're like, bro, come on. I'm ready. I've been waiting to cook this nigga. So they all coming back around. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Simple as that. There's no that you ain't trying to. Some people you expect a certain formula from, but you don't have to change your whole discography because you're grown.
This whole thing about you need to grow up and mature. Your music needs to mature is kind of crazy because no one listens to music to not feel good.
Exactly.
And everyone loves euphemism. Is that a word?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how you're about to use it.
It is a word, but the way you're using it, I don't think it's the right way.
Yeah. Euphemism makes everyone feels good, don't it?
Euphemism. I don't
being
think
youthful.
Right.
What's the definition?
Euphemism has nothing to do with youth.
That's what I know.
Yeah, euphemism has nothing to do with like you being young.
Euphemism is another word. Like
what's the definition of euphemism?
You mean like youth? I think you're creating a word.
Yeah,
you're making
he said euphemism.
Yeah, you're making euphemism. Yeah, but you're saying everyone likes feeling youthful. Is what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to. I want to make sure.
Don't give us that air though.
What does that mean? Okay, yeah, you're right.
Euphemism.
Yeah, how it sounds. And what it actually means is crazy.
It sounds like it should be about like young people, right?
No, it sounds like it should be that, but it actually means to kill a person painlessly. So to kill someone without them suffering is what that means. But being youthful and listening to music that makes you feel youthful.
You put in euthanize.
I don't think that's a word.
It is. That's what you put in.
That is a word, but I don't know.
But yeah, no one wants to listen to old people fucking music, bro.
What is old people music?
It ain't that also. It's not that there's no old people
when
music.
People say your music needs to mature and grow older and grow up, you're making music that is too youthful. It's crazy.
For the older crowd.
There's no... here's the thing what people don't understand. Music it's like movies for your ears. Your director should not be making a different type of movie because you're growing older. Motherfucker, I make good fighting movies. Why should I switch to old about life movies just because I'm old? I make good fighting movies. I just got to keep making good fighting movies. That's it. Expecting your artist to grow with you because he's growing in life. Nah, I tell this story about this part of my life. It was a good tell. And as I get older, in fact, as I get smarter and find different ways, I can retell that tell in all sorts of different ways. Let me stay in my pocket.
I don't think that's the same with rap because, like you said, it's an intelligent man sport. And when you can be a person like Drake who talks about issues, relationship issues, and still grow with it. And not be talking about
that whole having to grow shit. I no longer agree to that.
Yeah, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it either. Stay in your
pocket. Do what you're doing. They should be an old version of if you're a rapper, right? Like if you're a rapper and you're a street rapper and you're just a street dude and you happen to still be documenting all the way through and you're a rapper to it. I want to hear as your rapper and you're just now progressing from bags to weight. I want to hear that journey in your rap lyrics too. It's the same shit. The same thing. Whatever it is at that stage. There's no. You don't have to progress it. Or if you're just good in that pocket, retelling that same story in that pocket, kill that pocket. I don't say it shouldn't.
If Drake didn't keep his music youthful, he wouldn't be where he is right now.
Exactly. Someone also said that.
But where is this critique for a Pusha T?
Exactly.
That nigga Pusha T been selling dime bags for 30 fucking years.
Yeah, grow up.
Exactly. But
when you gonna get that QP
when you stay
Pusha
in your pocket, when you stay in your pocket, you be like, nah, I'm gonna stay right here. Don't let them trick you out your corner. Stay right, whatever pocket you in. Drake needs to stay that and not that out. This whole time we all wanted that hip hop album. We've been he needs to do exactly what he's been doing. Keep ignoring us and giving us these half albums that we begin. Never quite give us the full hip hop album we ever wanted. And we gonna just keep coming back. Simple as that. Why?
I just don't understand why he's telling Drake to grow up. What is Drake doing that other rappers aren't doing? That he's usually telling that he needs to grow up.
It's such a bad look
it's
too. It's
because Drake is talking about fucking 25-year-olds.
Yeah, that when you put that jacket on him now, especially as big as he is, you don't want Hollywood now kind of look at every movie. Yo, come on, man. It's some hater shit.
I don't know what Juno got going on right now.
When I should be going like this every time Nate talks about Drake, because all he says is Drake is big, Drake is getting bigger.
Pause yourself for saying that.
I'm like, I gotta be like,
hey yo, what the fuck?
Go ahead, all Nate. Right. Tell us how big Drake is.
No, I didn't say any of that. I don't know what you're talking about, but either way, yeah, Joe be on some hater shit.
Yeah, but while he's on this hater shit, Drake's dad and Birdman had to come out and defend him because he's tired. They tired of everybody saying that he needs to stay away from these 25-year-old women, like he's dealing with underage women.
Yeah, this has been going on recently, where all these hip hoppers or old heads are trying to make Drake look like he's a creepo by fucking with 25-year-olds. Like, they act like he's trying to fuck 17-year-olds and 18-years. 25.
They want him to stay with people near his age, I guess. He's 30. Drake's 36. Drake's 36 years old.
These niggas are so ass, and they pander so much to women. You know, no only person that hates on young women are old women. That's just how it goes. If you look down to it, if you hear anyone telling the nigga that they're going to, it's because they're trying to pander to their base. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason they're trying to make it seem like these women have no agency. Like 25-year-olds is an issue. You know what I'm saying? When he, like, it's not a grown woman. It's crazy for Drake, the buddy, even try to put that jacket on him like that.
Yeah, it's wild.
But either way, they're saying whatever he's doing, he's still selling lots of tickets. It's smart that he's selling. He keeps making music, whatever it is, featuring youthful, more younger artists, whatever it is in there, and still reaching out to the youth because these are the folks that are still buying tickets
and still streaming.
This is the reason it's still selling. That's the whole point. That's the pocket. That's the age.
Yeah, old niggas is looking for CDs and shit.
Yeah, this is the bracket of people that I do my content for. If you feel like you've aged out of it, see ya. If you still like it, go fuck with your kid. That's all it is.
I haven't heard the album yet, but apparently there's a lot of name drops and subliminals in this album. If you guys know anything about it, can you expand on that?
Well, I know the first track. What's that first track, Nate? Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
So the first track, I know his Pusha T is from Virginia Beach.
Correct.
And his wife's name is actually Virginia, and he does, and not in the first track, but I think a couple of tracks in the album, he mentions Virginia and Virginia Beach, talking about tough guys, and I'll be in Virginia Beach. Some shit he said about Virginia Beach. He also mentioned Weeknd, about people not listening to the Weeknd's music. He mentioned this lady named Esperanza. I don't know who this lady is. Esperanza. You know who I'm talking about, Nate? He said something about they seen you on just because Michelle Obama mentioned you on her playlist. You ain't shit or some shit like that.
I don't, but I know.
I don't know who this person is.
Drake got a lot of haters out there. He had a.
Listen, he's hating on a lot of people for no reason. He was hating on Rihanna. He mentioned A$AP Rocky in the album.
And this album is from the hater guy's perspective. It's not a you hate, and it's from the toxic guy's perspective.
Yeah, it's a diss.
Yeah, that's kind of So he's like basically saying how that the track that I felt like the one we're talking about when they're talking about Rocky.
That was disrespectful. The anti whatever.
Yeah, in the beginning, right? Yeah, when he's talking about like. What was the critiques that I'm sure he takes you to the same, what was it, Tobago? He's a little boy in him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Little boy in him still trying to say the shit was crazy. But the shit was wrong, you know what I'm saying? Especially, maybe you could apologize for a lady, but like, hey man, it is what it is.
People are saying that he needs to give up on this whole Rihanna thing. It's been a one-sided beef for a long time. He's always mentioning her name, and she never keep beefing. Yeah, but it's a one-sided beef because she's never mentioning his name.
The same way she could be saving Chris and letting him drown all along. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep beefing. It's staying on bread.
Yeah, I got no issue with Drake taking shots at Rihanna and A$AP Rocky.
I'm anchoring myself to a billionaire. that's gonna weigh me. This controversy keeps me hanging the same way 50 throws shots at Puff Daddy his whole career. He's been taking shots, shitting on Puff. Every chance he gets, making fun of Puff. You've never heard Puff say a bad thing about 50. Every chance he gets, dogs. It's to kind of tie your name to that guy. He throws shots at Jay-Z as well all the time.
Speaking of 50, recently 50 did a post about how since Keefe D got locked up for the whole Tupac murder and shit, he was like, he kind of implicated that Puff Daddy is shaking in his boots right now because it's going to come out that Puff Daddy lined up Pac.
Yeah, which is
something everybody been thinking about for the past 20 years.
Well, it's not even if you past 20 years. There's an audio tape of where Keefe D admitted to saying that that he got the money for the killing from Pac. I mean, from Puff. Or some shit like that. But it wasn't that they lined him up to kill him. The nigga was trying to extort him. You know, all their beef in the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So this was the money for, hey, get that chain back. Type shit like that. The nigga try to shake him down for a killing that had nothing to do off of Jay-Z, off of his thing. His cousin happened to kill him, and he tried to be like, hey, the hit happened. Let me get the money for that. Luckily, Puff never gave the money. Puff gave the money, I think, to a guy to give him, and that nigga just ran off with the bag, and that guy died. So there's no connection to Keefe D Puff actually paying what's name. But Keefe D, I think, tried to shake down Puff for the alleged hit money. He didn't actually do said hit for Puff.
Just try to take credit for it.
Just try to take credit. He happened to be the motherfucker's nephew, Pac Size's nephew, and the nephew killed him. And afterwards, he heard that there was a hit out there. You know, he's big enough to say, yeah, I heard y'all niggas have money out there. You know, nigga, that deed is done. We gonna need that. You know, gangsters niggas always try to press up on that on artists. What he's gonna do? Tell you no, you dead of the problem for him. And what do niggas that are soft do anyways? What they do? Put money out. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna do? They need protection. There's people that be cheering that as if Pac,
Puff,
as if Puff was just like some criminal conspirator. Like, I'm just gonna kill Pac for no reason. Like, this motherfucker. He's just a music guy. What do y'all niggas want? I use money to protect myself. I don't see why there'd be any hate on his end, anyways. It's just too much love for Pac. That's all.
Yeah, but speaking of people going to jail, we could jump into pop culture. Your girl, Carly Russell, she went to trial, or not trial, but I guess she got found guilty by the judge on 2 counts of the kidnapping hoax. And the judge, I don't know if this judge or the state's recommending that she gets 1 year of jail time and about $18,000 in restitution. And her lawyers are appealing it, saying that this is her first offense, and they have never seen somebody go to jail for this type of crime, for a misdemeanor, jail time.
She needs to go to jail.
Just because of social media. That's why you're saying she needs to go to jail. Because the whole world knew about it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for social media and nobody knew about it,
yeah, but the whole world knew about it, and the whole world doesn't like this behavior. This is a good way to set an example for the whole world. She needs to go. It works for the greater good.
You think 1 year of jail time is excessive, or
it's a little excessive?
I think it's excessive.
Hey, sit your ass down.
1 year.
If it wasn't because of social media, it wouldn't be a one year. 1 year.
1 year is not that long, bro.
1 year is kind of long for making up
freedom,
a fake story.
Nigga, that's too excessive.
When I was younger, my little sister called 911 and told them that I was having a heart attack. They pulled up to the house with a big ass flatbed.
They see that shit wasn't big enough for you.
They thought I was like one of the dudes off like my 600-pound life.
They're like, Jesus.
Were you having some type of medical
condition? There was no issue going on. It was just me, my sister, and my uncle at the time. My uncle came out barely speaking English, trying to convince these people that we all live here, everybody's fine.
They said he's okay, he's just fat.
Yeah, so I just had a burp.
And nothing happened to your sister?
No, she was young. They just said, don't do that. You're wasting taxpayers' time and money. You know, it could have been a real accident happening. And I'm sure that's the same speech they give to everybody who makes false reports. And that's it.
Yeah,
but they want to get. But now Carly Russell, they got to make an example of her.
No, your sister shit.
Year and 8,000.
You got to remember, your sister shit was 15 minutes. This bitch lied to the world for 48 hours.
Yeah, we spent a lot of resources searching
and came back and said
a lot of overtime was spent. Who's paying all those people back?
That's fine.
A lot of cops went on extra shifts. A lot of taxpayer money went on that.
How many white girls then went and spent the night at their boyfriend's house and said that they got kidnapped or something like that?
I don't know if the nation got involved.
We got a whole Amber Alert looking for this girl that's been missing for a couple of days, and come to find out she's just chilling at her boyfriend's house,
getting dick.
That's it.
But the difference is she included a white baby.
Oh, the white baby. Yeah, I forgot about the white baby.
You can't play with white babies. You remember the power you felt when you was holding the white baby?
Yeah, true.
That's what they felt like.
It's at least a year, bro.
It's at least a year. You got to sit down with the white baby.
She should have never thrown that white baby in there.
Exactly.
What was the story? Baby part of the baby.
She said she saw a toddler, a white toddler, on the street, walking on the side of the highway.
You gotta. Yeah.
I think the year is just for her being stupid, bro.
What's a reckless story?
Yeah, bro. It's just stupidness, bro. Because why include a baby? Like, bitch, if you say you got kidnapped, you got kidnapped. Okay, good. But including the baby, now you got people concerned about a child that's supposedly on the side of the highway. You go hide out somewhere. You bring snacks with you. This is premeditated.
Here's the thing.
Your sister, listen. Your sister, Swerve. Your sister shit was just at the spur of the Nate. Swerve. Your sister shit was at the spur of the moment.
Yeah, she just was playing around with the phone. Somebody answered, and she was like, she didn't know what to say, so she was just like, "Oh yeah, my brother's having a heart attack."
Yeah, this bitch was premeditated. This bitch got snacks. Mm-hmm. This bitch left her wig in the middle of the road. Yep. Left her her Apple Watch, all that shit, bro. Premeditated kidnapping is crazy.
Man. What was her game plan?
No one knows, bro. Till this day, she hasn't really told the story.
Well, yeah, sit her down for a year.
She didn't think it was going to be that big.
Yeah, she got to sit down for a year. She earned it.
What is that year going to teach her? She's not going to do this again. You think she's gonna do this again?
Nah, she needs to sit down for a year and write this story.
Write the story, yeah.
That'd be a great little story. She could produce a whole little movie while she in there. Write a whole script. Cause this bitch has an imagination out this world.
The baby on the side of the road.
Classic. To me, it was just so poorly thought out. It's crazy. It's like
yeah, but when you come up with one dumb lie, you got to come up with other dumb lies to support the first lie.
To what extent, though? Kidnapping? How do you come back from that?
After you done stole toilet paper,
she would have came up. She would have came up. She would have said, "I poked him in the eyes and I got away."
After 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days. There's people that have been trapped. There's people trapped in the house for years that finally make it out.
And then that's it. I just come back and I expect them to never.
And you just knock on your parents' door like nothing happened.
Yeah,
I'm back.
It's such a poorly thought out plan. It'll make you gotta sit down for a little bit. You gotta think some shit way more through than that. That'll make no damn sense.
Give you a whole year to come up with a better story next time.
Yeah.
Lock her ass up.
This is a lesson you need to learn. This shit was horrible.
All right, speaking of horrible stories, your girl Jada Pinkett is out here still running Will Smith through the mud. This time she shares that her and Will Smith has been separated for like 6 years before the Oscar slap, and that they wasn't even together for 6 years before he slapped that nigga after screaming, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." Me not being about my wife for 6 years and then telling someone to keep my wife's name out their mouth is crazy. After August Alsina had his whole wife in his mouth.
Yeah, that is wild.
Ridiculous.
Wild. but it makes sense why they were able to do the whole escape thing.
So they're really just together for like special moments, like occasions of like a red carpet, something going on, or
they're
just
liars.
Yeah, they're just faking it. This is just
their brand has now completely tarnished. She's crazy. What's the name? And someone needs to call him out. We need more comedians to call him out. That's what. A lot of people still love Will Smith, so they won't go on him. But you need like a cultural person to shift the thing and get people completely.
People love the idea of Jada and Will Smith, Black Love.
They're liars. They've been liars.
Yeah, we didn't know that until now.
I've been suspected. As soon as they came to social media, I was like, how y'all been quiet all our whole lives? As soon as the social media shit pop, now y'all want to let us into y'all world. I'm like, y'all some liars. They've been clout chasing. They've been liars. And the story, the more we know about it, the more it don't make no sense.
Yeah, because this right here is another piece. I'm like, y'all been separated all this time, and all this time, all the big shit that's been happens while y'all separated.
Yeah, and y'all
like
been
August Alsina, the slap, all this shit's happened.
All this shit, and y'all been lying. So why make us go through this story? Why act like, oh, he's just defending me, that my husband, he's not even your husband? You're liars.
Yeah, Jada might need to sit down for a year. This bitch is wild.
Yeah, extra. And then she also told a story about saying that there's always been rumors of her and Will being separated. And one of these instances, Chris Rock actually approached her, like give her a phone call, trying to hit her up, saying like, "Hey, you want to trying to take her out on a date type shit? Because I heard you guys were going through a divorce."
Yeah, even that could have happened 5 years ago. It wouldn't matter. I'm sure that has no relevance to this current slap. She's just bringing it up to bring it up. She's a liar. Yeah. She's just bringing up shit to bring up shit. But the thing is, now that she explained that her and Will are separated, which is not a good look. I can see she's doing it to push this new book. This might be the end of Jada's reign.
What reign she got? You talking about the reign of their relationship?
Of as far as being culturally relevant. The reason she be popping is because she's tied to Will Smith for so long. She's kind of like a C-list celebrity. He's the A-lister.
Yeah.
And she's been trying to make her own ever since. Showing that she's like the tough mom at home, hold it down. They kind of have like an unconventional love. But now that we know y'all bitches been lying, you just been trying to pop.
They just need to get
she should have just got a reality show, but they were always like a step above, or we're too good to get to the full on reality. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you access to our lives on Facebook, get a great deal off that, make a killing off our little private show. Lie to you guys as much as we can.
Yeah, she can't be trusted. If you telling me the whole time they was doing this whole red table talk,
having other people,
they're always talking about how her and Will are married and shit like that, and come on,
and
bro.
How the love, and this whole time they've been. She's a fucking liar.
But then Will Smith came on the show also, and he backed up, and he's backing it up.
What would you have him do?
So he's a liar.
Of course, he's a liar, but I've carried a lie by obligation, by war. This is by husbandly duties. You're like, I don't even be here, right? I'm supposed to be shooting movies,
I don't even be here.
I ain't even supposed to be here.
I had to be here on the weekend.
So is Will Smith the?
She got the whole setup when he come to see the kids on the weekends. She got the camera and everything rolling. You're like, You remember there was a video one time he was mad and didn't want to be recorded. Remember?
Yeah. So
this is probably what happened. Nigga just pop in, see his kids on the weekend. He want to see his kids in peace. They got the
camera set up.
They got the whole camera. Going.
Is Will Smith the ultimate simp?
The richest one.
It shows that he's not really a simp. He was not really with her. This is just a story that he allowed her to say. Maybe for his reason, or whatever reason, his career, maybe it looked better that he was married. It didn't look good.
I mean, you would think you would think. I mean, they're still married on paper, so he's actually still winning.
Yeah,
no, he's not.
He's still winning. Nigga.
I mean, I guess his name is being dragged around crazy, but I mean, financially wise, he still got he's what belongs to him still belongs to him.
Yeah, but now his thing is his star has taken a hit. I don't know if he's still gonna be a big, not at the box office if it ever comes back. Is he still a big box office?
I mean, it's about that time anyway, right?
But time for him to hang it up.
He's an action star, and he's only got a few more years left. Black action stars don't last as long as white action stars. We all know that.
That's very true. So, but Will Smith has been transitioning to drama already, anyways, and he's a perfect drama actor. He's real, matter of fact, great at drama.
Yeah, he might be better at the drama shit than he is at the action shit.
Exactly. So the motherfucker's career is just getting started. He was about
like
to get
when you think about it, what movies do you think Will Smith did his thing on?
All of his movies are great.
All of his movies are great, but when he did drama,
you think his actions are better than his dramas? Like The Pursuit of Happiness, King.
I mean,
King
if you
Richard.
want to talk about his acting is better in the dramas, but that's how drama acting is better than action acting.
Yeah,
but I can't say that a movie like MIB wasn't a great movie or Independence Day wasn't a great movie just because it wasn't a drama.
iRobot's probably my favorite movie of his.
But iRobot was action and drama.
Oof, I Am Legend,
both action and drama.
Yeah,
fire. Probably one of his best.
Yeah, but 7 Pounds is incredible. Hitch was fucking hilarious. His comedies was fire, and he don't do enough of his comedies, which I hated. You know what I'm saying? Even in Bad Boys, I didn't feel he does enough comedy. They kind of make him just be serious all the time. Like, I don't like that as far as on that. And after a while, they just made like what's name's character always the joke, and they turning as they turn.
Because he had to because he couldn't keep up the action part.
Yeah, so he blew up.
He did blow. But I felt like even that last one. I tried watching the last one. To me, it was kind of a bit corny. That last Bad Boys.
Because they're too old. They're too old to be doing what they need to be in. They should have been captains themselves, and they should have been in office.
All that, they should have.
I don't know if it's they're too old or if it's Martin just out of shape.
Martin ass too damn old.
Martin is just out of shape to play that role. That's why I would say that. But Will Smith was still able to.
Will Smith's still a rock star. But even him, he's still very slick and fighting. But it's not. But it'd be better to see him do a little bit more comedy. I think on that. You don't have to just be the tough guy. What's name through and through? Who knows?
All right, what else we got in pop culture? You got one of the Isley brothers passed away. Is it Rudolph Isley.
Not the famous one, not the one that we know.
Yeah. Not the one that was doing the tracks with R. Kelly, the other one.
Yeah.
He passed away. Not Mr. Biggs. Pause. Correct. The other Isley brother passed away. What's crazy is
before he died, he was suing his brother for trademarking the name and making money without the brothers near the end. But
now this could. What do you think? This could be an inside job.
Well, he was old. Them niggas is old. He was like 80 something.
84.
Yeah. So
and that nigga lived a good 10 years.
You 84. You trying to sue your brother for what?
For trademarking the Isley brothers. And making money off of that trademark.
He's worrying about the wrong thing.
Yeah,
nigga, you about to meet your maker soon. You worried about trademarks.
Niggas hating, bro. Like, don't be mad at me because you didn't think of this. What's name?
Yeah, it's the last hustle at the end, nigga. I'm trying to come. And anyways, the what's name brother is the star of the group. Ron Isley. You know what I'm saying? He could have did this whole gig without you. So, You can't even say Big Brother no more. That's what's crazy about this. I can't wait for this to be an old thing. Remember when we used to play that pause game? That shit was crazy. We said pause every 5 seconds. I can't wait for that to be a thing.
It's never gonna happen, bro.
It goes away and comes back.
As long as niggas is saying gay shit, it ain't going away.
I'm saying though, but Big Brother, come on.
He said bigger.
Yeah, there's a big pause, brother.
He said bigger, brother. It's different.
A bigger brother? Yeah, that's my bigger brother.
The bigger brother?
Never mind, that's pause. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
The biggest.
What else we got? And so Webster's dictionary added like 639 new words into the dictionary this year. And it seems like they're adding a lot of black culture terms into the dictionary and trying to get them to mainstream. One of the words they added was John. I can't even say it probably because I'm not from that area.
Yeah.
Listen, the Webster is losing its relevance, and now they kind of almost like, I don't even know who owns it. They probably just get paid because they got contracts with certain school counties. You know what I'm saying? to be in there. It don't really make sense, but they've been clout chasing the last few years. Like I remember the last time they inducted Bling Bling.
Yeah, I remember
shit
that
like
one.
that. All this unnecessary shit that kind of keep them poppy every now and then. Though every year they kind of that's here about it, but like who's still buying it? You can get the whole shit online. I don't know,
but it's still their name on it. Nobody actually buys the physical one, but when you go,
it's
Google
they're in colleges and shit like that. They got some kind of hustle, and I think they have to make themselves. At this point, it's a brand. Webster's Dictionary.
Okay, whatever rant you're going on, Nate. We're not. That's like
we're not going on that rant.
Yeah. Webster's Dictionary is technically the
trusted source for
the English language and the acceptable words and vocabulary. And when they start adopting hood shit, like how you say the word from Philly,
John.
How them niggas say it? It sound like John, but it's not really John.
Like a John.
Yeah,
one of them Jones.
That
just cloud chasing.
And they also added Riz. Riz is fairly new.
Yeah, very new. That's like within the last year or two.
I would think so too. Yeah, I heard Riz like a few months ago, 6-7 months ago. But I like the word Riz. Riz sounds good.
They added catfishing a couple years ago. All sorts of shit that's the popular.
You know what Riz is? Where Riz comes from?
Charisma.
No, I don't know, but I know what Riz is. I don't know where it comes from. Where did it come from?
Charisma.
Charisma.
And if you know what Riz is, whatever you're about to describe, it's pretty much a definition of charisma.
I guess. Finessing bitches is Riz.
Charisma.
You gotta have charisma to finesse these hoes.
Classic.
Gotta have that Riz.
Yeah, but I like the word Riz. So I'm good with that. What else? Do you know any other popular word that was added? I know they added Gen Z to the dictionary. They added a few different shit this year. Like I said, it was 639 words.
Every once in a while, every once in a while, just in the culture, there's words that come out. They come out, we use them a lot, and then they go away. But I mean, I'm sure there's still words, but we like how we use spicy now.
You can make a mission.
That's what I'm saying. When do you think they're gonna change or include the pause definition?
Yeah, like that too. Pause. Who knows?
They're probably gonna label it as pause game.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if people know it's a game.
That's the only way you're able to get away with it now.
Just like the game.
Yeah, when I get a kid, they're like, "Oh, it's a game. What's wrong?"
Yeah, because niggas is getting fined. They get fined in like the NFL, NBA shit like that if they use
pause.
If they say pause during like a post conference post thing. What's the shit called after the game?
They do be saying that. I didn't know that. They get fined.
Nah, not for pause though.
Yeah, they do. They get fined.
I think I've heard Shaq say pause before on live TV.
That's what. Yeah, he might say it on TNT, but like at the post conference. Like when they're at the podium and talking to the reporters and shit, if they say that, they will get fined.
There was a young kid that plays for the Brooklyn Nets that said something like that and he got fined for it, but he didn't say pause. He said no homo.
Exactly, shit like that.
I don't think it's the same. No homo is different. No homo is no homo. Pause is I don't think they know.
Like stop it. No fact shit. No fact shit.
Yeah.
They know what pause is.
I don't know if they know. I don't know if they know.
Come on, bro.
You remember when Chappelle had this thing when he was like, "Oh man, I'm saying skeet all over the TV yet, but these white folks don't even know what it means yet."
Yeah.
Once they found out what it means, they're bleeping skeet. Yeah. But for a while, they was letting that shit ride.
I think they understand pause. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and think white people don't know what when y'all niggas is pausing them in the middle of meetings.
Just like you say niggas is dumb, right? They could be around girls and not even know about shit. White people the same way.
For a long time they did it when you were like, "Oh, skeet, goddamn." You were able to say skeet. I don't know if you ever say it now anymore.
Nah. It was a few months for like a couple weeks. They was not bleeping it out until they found out what it was. They're like, "Oh shit, we've been slipping."
What else? Nate, you got any tea this week?
I did not. I don't think so. Nigga T.
Swerve, did you get a response yes for the question you sent to your single female friends?
Let me tell you what she said. She said,
she's probably.
I said, how much do you expect a man to spend on a first date? And she's
probably gonna hit some political shit. Watch this.
She said no expectation, but they usually spend around $50 to $60 for each of us. So that's like 60 each. That's like $120.
Oh, she a cheap date.
120.
Tell her
That's not bad.
Text her, say Nate said you a cheap date. When she want to do that?
Date.
Yeah, don't put that on.
She already don't like you.
We said about to her. That's not bad. She said 6%. Girl, this is just from her math. Girls don't know we're gonna pay for her. What she know? 120.
What she know?
Yeah, she know.
So you be looking at the check before he signs it.
Exactly. You don't even know the check. She just always don't know the got paid.
I mean, but she knows what's being bought.
That's an Applebee's date, bro.
You could go to a bar.
Applebee's have a bar?
Nah, but not an Applebee's bar. I'm talking about like a nice bar, like a nice.
Nigga, you go out with your wife now and try to be cheap, and like you guys are thinking about we're not spending much money, and you're at $60 each person.
Yeah,
and that's you married.
If we go to a place and we're thinking we're not trying to spend no money, then that means we're probably not buying no alcoholic beverages. That's the only way you save money is it by not buying those alcoholic beverages. As soon as you buy one drink for each of you, you're most likely you're not going to stop there. She's going to get another drink, and if she gets that other drink, you're not going to be like, no, I'm good, because then you look like you're the broke dude trying to save some money. So you got to get another drink too. So that's 4 drinks, plus your meals, maybe appetizers.
That's already $60 at least.
Yeah, on just the 4 drinks.
On just the 4 drinks, yeah.
And depending on what city you in Miami or DC, something like that, New York, $20 drinks.
Yeah, bro.
That's $80 just on drinks before you even paid for any food yet.
And you gotta order appetizer, entree, and dessert. The beautiful thing about being married is we be like, nah, we ain't doing that appetizer shit.
Yeah.
Just cut that out, right?
Yeah, ain't gonna be no dessert shit. We got ice cream at the house.
We can stop at Cold Stone on the way home. $5.
Exactly. So sorry for you niggas that are doing first dates, bro. If you wasn't doing first dates in 08, 06.
What does that mean? It's out the game now?
Yeah. Shit's tough out here.
But that's inflation prices too.
That ain't inflation, bro. Inflation ain't that crazy. A bottle of Hennessy still costs $30, $35.
Meals at restaurants back then, you go to a bar, you get a meal for like $12, $10 to $12 for a whole.
You still get that at certain bars. It's the places that people are expecting to be brought to. Because Roof Chris has always been expensive, or not Roof Chris, but these high-end restaurants, these 5-star restaurants, it's always been expensive.
I don't know about those places or 5-star restaurants or places that people go on for first dates. I think you can find
I'm literally telling you right now, Swerve, these chicks are not allowing you to take them to no damn Red Lobster, Applebee's.
I'm not saying Chili's. Red Lobster either. That's kind of under, but I'm saying there's places in between, like
where, like what,
like them brunch spots that you go to with the green, like with the fake wall. You can take them to one of those places. They love them. The fake wall.
They're not calling that. That's not a first date. Taking to a chick to brunch is not a first date, bro.
Not brunch, but one of those brunch spots.
Yeah, that's the first date. Yeah.
Like during the day, not on a Sunday.
Yeah. Because those spots are open all day. It's just sometimes they actually have like a brunch where it's like an event.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But you can just go there and just have a regular ass meal and some drinks.
Literally telling you those shits are not acceptable no more.
No, those are acceptable. It's the
see, y'all so far out of the dating market
Like, and you're in the dating market, right?
No, I just keep
you're so far into the dating market. That's how you know.
I just keep my ears to the street.
This guy's gonna tell us.
All right.
To the street.
Next time you're talking to one of your single friends that's in the dating market, ask them if that shit is acceptable with this modern woman shit.
Acceptable?
Yeah. As far as like, I tell a chick I want to take you out on a date. If they're accepting shit like that little brunch spot that you talking about, they're gonna tell you no. These chicks is expecting top notch shit, like where you have to valet. Like there's only valet parking.
I think you're putting your own expectations on them because I don't think they're expecting that.
Okay. I'm just letting you know, bro.
I think on a first date they're just thinking, hey, this is a first date. If he picks someplace whack and I don't like it, I'm just not gonna see him no more. Ain't nobody turning down free food.
Okay, Swerve, we're in the culture right now where these bitches is expecting money when you call them on the phone.
This is their extremes, though. I think that's you. I think
you're because I don't know these women. I think those women are far and few in between.
You know, all your single female friends you have, Nate, Swerve? Those are them.
No, I don't think so.
You think they're putting on a facade for Swerve, right? So. It's a different one.
Yeah, it's because you're not approaching them in that manner. But the niggas that's trying to holler at them, that's what they telling those niggas.
$40 yet? What do you want? He even sent the transfer through you.
Exactly. Literally, listen, bro, this shit is fucking crazy out there.
Our friend just texted me right now. She said, unpopular opinion, I don't think the first date has to be a show of money. The second date, maybe, but not the first.
She didn't give a price, though.
That's the reason she's single.
What? How does that have to do with it? How does she make it easier for him? That's going to make her single.
I'm just telling you. I'm just letting you know, Playboy.
She got money, so she probably understands, like, niggas be broke out here.
She got money, but she will not spend money on that first date.
That's not her job. It don't matter if she has money. She's the woman.
So saying she has money doesn't mean nothing. Literally. Yeah. It means nothing to a man.
Yeah, exactly. That's why she understands that she's not gonna get a 5-star restaurant from every dude she talks to because niggas don't got money like that. You do the best that you can, and if I don't think it's good enough for me, I'm just not gonna see you no more.
But how many chicks want men that don't have money? Is that the person she's shooting for? The men that don't have money.
That's why you have to do your best on your first date, just like she has to do her best on the first date.
You talking about getting?
She has to come looking her best on the first date, and you got to come spending your best on your first date.
Using the makeup that she has in her medicine cabinet already. These chicks is really finessing niggas out here talking about we have to get dolled up to go on a date and shit like that. Bitch, you already got that makeup that you wear to work every week. You just applying another layer on it.
Juno might not understand how the makeup game goes. There's levels to putting your makeup on, right?
I'm with him. I'm not saying it's a cost. I don't know if it's as expensive as they say it is.
Exactly. Swerve is out here getting finessed.
I mean,
makeup is not Swerve.
My wife is literally a makeup artist.
I understand that. And you telling me go ask your wife how much it costs to put on makeup to go somewhere. Literally, she's a makeup artist. That means it's gonna be cheaper.
And I can tell you there's levels. She can do like a regular face where she might just do her eyes, or she might do the whole 9 yards from neck all the way up. And depending on what type of makeup she's using, it's
not costing her much.
It's costing her time and effort, and some type of money. Because literally,
it's literally pennies.
Literally, when I jump out of the shower and I'm done in like 15 minutes, I'm on the couch sitting waiting. And she's in the bathroom putting on her whole face. And it's taking time.
Yeah, you gotta take. Yeah, there's some time. I'm not saying, but I don't know if the trade off is still the same.
It's not the same, bro. I guarantee you, a face is averaging at about $3. Once they already have their makeup and shit like that, that's $3 of makeup they're putting on.
I wouldn't say $3. I would say at least. I'm gonna say at least $11 if you divide.
You bugging.
I'm gonna say at least $11.
You bugging, because that one foundation is gonna get them about 30 faces, 40 faces.
Look up how much some Fenty foundation. I'm gonna look it up for you right now.
It don't matter how much it costs.
So if a small little tube, a little 8-ounce or 7-ounce tube costs $150, you're telling me that's
not the price.
I don't know what the price is.
That tube is gonna be Fenty. That tube's gonna be about $56, and you're getting 40 faces out of that bitch. So you down to a face costing with that foundation about less than $1.
And even then, what about the time?
Like, we all got to get ready.
It takes
time is money. Yes, time is money. Like, you getting ready, I have to wait for you to get ready. My time equals the same amount of your shit.
Yeah, but y'all both meeting up at the restaurant at 8:00. You start getting ready at 7:30, and you still get there at 8:00. She got to start getting ready at 5.
If she got to start getting ready at 5 for an 8:00 date, that bitch is ugly.
You don't know what work women put into looking presentable.
3 hours, Swerve.
I'm telling you how many hours you think Cardi B gets ready for her to go to an award show?
I don't know.
At least a good 2 hours. It has to be at least a good 2 hours.
Yeah, but that's because Cardi B is doing hair, makeup, and all from scratch.
And if you're the kind of dude that she wants to be with at the end of the day,
she's not getting an install. She's not getting an install to go on a date with you. The weave is already on her head. She just got to curl that shit.
It depends.
She just got to hot press and curl that shit.
The way that you saw her on her Tinder profile, she has to try to look close to that if she's trying to impress you. And if you're trying to impress her, you're going to try to take her to some place that she finds acceptable, maybe like a Roof Chris. I don't know why we always go to Roof Chris. Like, it's always Roof Chris or Red Lobster. Like, there's no in between.
I think Roof Chris is because that's what hip hop made popular over the past couple of years. Even though Roof Chris is trash, bro.
Y'all motherfuckers don't know good food.
Roof Chris is trash. Roof Chris is trash. True or false?
I can't tell you Roof Chris is trash. I can tell you that I love me some Red Lobster, and for some people, they'll tell you Red Lobster's trash.
Nate, you've been to Roof Chris, right?
I have.
Swear, have you been to Roof Chris?
Trash, because to me, all steakhouses
have I been?
Are steakhouses.
I think I've been once. Yeah,
that shit is fucking bland. It's not like you're not getting great food at Roof Chris.
It's a steakhouse.
Exactly. That's how I look at it. They're like, I don't distinguish steakhouses. It's a steakhouse.
They're all the same.
No, it's all steak.
Nah, there's steakhouses that are good.
They're good, but to me, they're all just steak. I don't know. You're paying for ambiance more than anything to me at steakhouse.
Yeah, because they're not
Roof Chris is not even that nice inside.
Special cows.
Yeah, exactly. To me, it ain't like you're paying. The food to me isn't like you're paying for at steakhouses, and that's what everyone sees as a great date in steakhouses. To me, that I'm a foodie, so I like food. The food gotta taste the best, so that overrides anything else.
So is Roof Chris trash or not, Nate?
It's a steakhouse to me. All steakhouses to me. There's nothing special about them.
So are all steakhouses trash to you?
They're steakhouses. They're just something to do. It's like
answer the question, Nate.
At a formal event, it's no big. It's not a big deal to me. It's not like they're great. It's an event. It's an event. That's all. A steak isn't the big. It's not like go-to protein.
Pause.
On protein, y'all wildin'.
Yeah.
What's your go-to protein then?
I would probably
what meat? What
meat gives you the best protein?
It's crazy. Protein. I'm probably gonna say beef anyways. It both would be paused when you say what meat and beef.
Which steak is, but you know steak is beef, right,
cut.
Nate?
Yeah, just a different way of cut. That's all. I like burgers, so you just maybe if not, it'd be chicken on a imagine, or I don't know, fish, just my. But I don't know. Steak to me is just very. It's very. I feel it just prep the same most places. You might get it cooked very well, just in, you know what I'm saying, medium well.
It's just primitive, dog. It's just a cut of meat.
It's just
they put some fire special on it and some little salt and stuff, and that's it.
It's because y'all niggas be ordering y'all steaks well done and shit.
I know.
Of course, Juno would be the one to disrespect us like this. Exactly. Talk about some well done. Like he don't know who we are.
How you order your steaks, Swerve?
Me? Come on, man. Come on, B. Medium all day.
Exactly.
There's no other way. I'll tell you, when I was younger, I didn't know any better, and I'm sure y'all didn't know any better neither.
Of course, we didn't.
Exactly. Motherfucker, see any type of pink inside that meat? Nah, this shit's bloody. I need that. Yeah, I need my shit cooked.
That shit's crazy. I think that's a Haitian. Is it a Haitian thing? I think it's a black thing.
You know what? I think every time we try to figure out what type of thing it is, it always goes back to it's just a poor thing. It takes us a while to get to it, but it always ends up being it's a poor thing.
It might be right. Only poor people eating well done.
Because my dad, he's the same way now. He eats his meat like mid-well. I mean, not mid-well, medium.
This nigga's scared.
Wrong fucking button, bro. My bad.
Yeah, pause.
God damn, I swear. You just gonna throw your dad under the bus like that?
Oh, my dad can't eat meat?
Yeah, was supposed to hit the keys there, you know.
Oh Lord, a nigga Swerve is disrespectful.
Yeah, he used to eat it. He used to eat it well done, mid well. Now, straight medium. Boy got some money now. He don't learn some respect. How to respect his meat.
Has some game.
All right, what else we got in pop culture? Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about in pop culture? Because sports looks pretty light this week. We know. NFL.
Y'all speak on the Gilly and Birdman beef bullshit?
Nah, what that consists of?
That's what happened is, I guess, someone was speaking on how, how Gilly every now and then talks shit about Birdman, and Birdman ain't paying no mind. But I guess as of late, Birdman just, I don't know that, Gilly. So Gilly gets on live, seeing it. He's like, man, fuck you, man. Why, if I ain't real like that, why take you so long to address it? Nigga, I don't even speak on you like that anymore. You don't fuck the other niggas, so you know better than play with me like that. If I ain't real like that. And he basically said something about, nigga, he's a fuck Birdman. I'm bigger than Birdman at the moment. He said basically, I generate more money than Birdman. And I was like,
that's not true.
I know all immediately, what the fuck kind of math he doing?
Yeah. You talk about Champagne Poppy's boss?
Yeah,
that guy?
Exactly. What kind of math
Wayne's boss?
You working with over there?
Nikki's boss?
What the
Come
fuck
on, man.
Talk about. I didn't even got to look it up. And like this nigga is lying.
This nigga is bugging.
He uses special math. He means generate, but how much of it do you keep? Sure, maybe he means his industry, $1 million worth of game between ad revenues and multi-million-dollar followings. Maybe that generates, I don't know, maybe millions, billions, maybe. But it don't matter if you generate that. Birdman's doing the recipient of said things. It don't matter. Yeah.
But he said he's never made $1 with Gilly, and all these rumors that Gilly's been writing for Young Money. He said Gilly ain't never wrote a single lyric for any moolah artist.
I think it's just very disrespectful. I don't know why Gilly would just make up a lie like that,
saying that he wrote for Wayne.
I'm sure he did some writing or write some hooks and shit like that, which is part of the game. It's no biggie, but it didn't matter. He didn't get paid. If he said he got paid, or I don't know.
Well, stuff like that. There's receipts. If you have writing credits, then we should be able to go back and see it.
Yeah.
Unless he wrote and he didn't get credit for it, then that means it never happened.
Yeah, these niggas just be lying.
Either he paid him, this, that, and the third, but I know Gilly's been writing that Cash Money, saying that he wrote for them boys at some point, but no one ripped them off. He got paid and got out with his contract, whatever it was. But
these niggas is lying, bro. Gilly wasn't writing shit for Wayne. Gilly wasn't writing shit for Young Money.
You don't think so? I could see them writing hooks and shit like that.
This is the problem. This is the problem with niggas that be in the studio. Like, a nigga might say, "Hey, add a word to this bar," and they gonna tell you they wrote for you.
Yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. But when you're a writer like Gilly, I mean, when you're a lyricist like Gilly, he might give you a hook or a concept that I'm not saying he didn't write. And then on top of that, I'm not putting it past rappers using whole writers out here. This is an industry. You're making millions from it.
Yeah.
And you telling me if I don't deliver, I'm going to not stop making millions? When am I going to stop making millions?
I understand what you're saying, but you're also saying that he's a writer, but what writer writes and doesn't get any type of credit for it? Doesn't want a writing credit.
But some of them do. They just pay me cash. Hood niggas do this shit all the fucking time.
Then it didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. You were bad on business, but you got paid. He said he never got jerked. He got paid. But I don't think he just got made up. He got right. I'm sure he done wrote. Tell us which songs you wrote. That's all. That's all.
Exactly. Do that. Tell me.
But that hasn't happened. That nigga hasn't said shit about what songs he wrote.
I don't want to believe that he's that good of a liar. And
it's just he's keeping the lie.
If he is, I applaud him. That's next level.
That nigga's delusional, bro.
Yes,
it ain't hard to make up. It ain't hard to make up one good lie and just keep it going. Just repeat the same lie over and over for years,
and just tie yourself to a celebrity and just say that's it. I used to write for him. Then that nigga used to, and then just keep going this far along. That'd be fucking nuts.
Birdman said there was an issue. The reason he stopped fucking with Gilly in the first place was when he had went to Philly one time, and I guess he was doing some shopping back in the day. So he goes to Gilly, and I guess because it's Gilly's city, whatever. So he's doing some shopping with Gilly in the mall. And then Beanie Siegel came up to him, and I guess he had some type of issues with Gilly. Comes up to him, puts his hand on his shoulder, takes him outside the store, and I guess he checks him real quick in front of everybody. Birdman was there with all his dudes. Everybody got guns on him. And I guess he said he didn't like the way that Gilly handled himself in that situation. He said he kind of punked out in front of Beanie. And ever since then, he just stopped fucking with him.
That sounds like some shit Birdman would do. You know, Birdman stand on business.
The thing is, Beanie was that dude back in the days.
Yeah,
but
that's
the way Gilly said it. Gilly was always also that dude, according to Gilly. But
yeah,
Beanie
and then Birdman was like, yeah, he had his
really
people with him, and Birdman was like, yeah, we had 100 niggas, and all of us had our blicky on us. See, so it's like, ain't nothing gonna happen. So if you would have just stood your ground, then I would have respected you. But
maybe he was protecting his friends. I don't know, but. All I know from him, just Tales of Hip Hop, Beanie was that dude back in the days. And Birdman's always, they said this dude was like, they say he's not, this, you know what I'm saying? They ain't like he's soft. So they already know once them boys set up. So it's not a good look for.
Now, if you punk out and we got 100 niggas and you still punk out, you a bitch.
Inside of them all, too.
Maybe it's because it wasn't his niggas. Who knows? You thinking? Who knows?
That's when you're supposed to show out. When the boss man is there.
When the boss man. Oh yeah, that's true. You gotta factor that in.
Come on, bro.
That's when you show your ass.
That's when you're supposed to slap Benny right on the spot. Fuck you talking about, nigga?
And go stand right behind Birdman.
Classic.
All right, what else we got in pop culture? Anything else you want to throw in there, Nate? Pause.
In pop culture, let me put the list. I don't think so.
All right, we could jump into sports. ESPN releases their top 50 or top 100 list, NBA 100 list. And a lot of people are saying ESPN is bugging. Like, what the fuck you get this list from where you're putting like a Trae Young in front of Kyrie Irving. You got, what's the new nigga at the Spurs name?
Wemby.
You got Wemby at like 35, and he hasn't done anything in the NBA.
Ain't even played a game yet. Ain't even played a regular season game yet.
Yeah, it's crazy. I looked at the list and I was like, yeah, some of this shit is bugging. Like, there's no way you're gonna tell me Trae Young is a better basketball player than Kyrie Irving.
Let me pull up this list again.
You know, the list has got to be a little bit controversial too. It's part of the hip hop lists.
Yeah, but those hip hop lists, it'd be like these random people. They definitely do it for clout. This is ESPN. So the top 20. Let me just run off at 20. The top 20.
Go ahead.
So at 20 they have Trae Young. 19 they have Kyrie. So they're saying Kyrie is one below Trae Young. Crazy. Zion 18. Paul George 17. Ja Morant 16. 15 is Donovan Mitchell. 14, Shai Gilgeous. 13 is Devin Booker. 12 is Dame. 11 is Anthony Davis. The top 10 is Kawhi. Then 9 is Jimmy Butler. 8 is LeBron James. 8, LeBron James. All the people on top of LeBron James. 7, Jason Tatum. Number 6 is Joel Embiid, the MVP last year, number 6. Kevin Durant is on top of him, number 5. Number 4 is Luka. Number 3 is Steph Curry. Number 2 is Giannis. And number 1 is Joker.
I wouldn't argue I guess they're top 5 at the moment.
I would.
But
Joel Embiid got to be in the top 5. Luka cannot be in the top 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't put
I know
Luka
they want him to be in the top 5. He's not the top 5.
Yeah. He be balling though, but
it
doesn't translate into wins and being the best on the court.
It translates into highlights and numbers. That's it.
Where they got Paul George?
They got Paul George, number 17, right behind Ja Morant. So they're saying Paul George is probably right behind Ja Morant, equal.
I wouldn't at this moment. I wouldn't put Paul George that close to Ja Morant.
Why? You think he's better or worse? What has Ja Morant done?
Same
thing Paul Pierce has done. I mean, same thing that Paul George has done.
Yeah, but if
Paul George has been deep in the playoffs, has Ja Morant even been in the playoffs? Oh, once he was in this playoffs last year, I think.
When I think of the top 25, because this is the whatever you said, top 20 of the 2023 season.
Mm-hmm.
Like at this moment, I wouldn't They got Ja Morant before Paul George.
Okay, so this is at this moment, like today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Ja Morant 1 ahead of him. Ja Morant is at 16, Paul George at 17.
Okay, I can see that.
But Devin Booker way at 13.
Yeah,
Devin Booker and Dame is at 13 and 12.
Yeah, at this moment, I would put both of those in the top 10. Because you're not naming me 10 players better than Booker at this moment.
Yeah, nah.
I'm not even putting Butler. I'm not putting Butler in the top 10.
Yeah, you're right. I do love me some Jimmy, but yeah, he's not top 10.
That's a double pause. Because Jimmy could. That's a double pause.
Kawhi Leonard might for today, right now.
I wouldn't put him in the top 10.
I don't think he's top 10.
They got him at number 9.
He's at number 10. Jimmy's number 9.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Kawhi Leonard at top 10 today.
So would you put LeBron in top 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna put LeBron top 10.
I like Joker. I like Giannis top 10. Steph top 10. KD top 10.
KD's
Joel
top 10.
Embiid should be top 10.
They're
Jason Tatum, I'll give him top 10 too. Luka. I feel like Luka and Jason Tatum.
I'll put them 11 and 12.
Yeah, they need to be next to each other at like a higher number. 9, 10, 11, 12, something like that.
Yeah. But other than that, it's pretty solid. It's just when you get higher into the numbers where you have, I think they got Russell Westbrook at like 84.
Let me see where they got Russ.
I think they got him at like 84. And I'm like, there's not 84 players in the NBA better than Russell Westbrook.
Hell fuck no. You know who Nicholas Claxton is?
Is that the guy?
The skinny center for Brooklyn?
Oh yeah. See,
they got him at number 64. Behind him is Marcus Smart, Tyler Hero, Fred VanVleet, Jordan Poole. All these people they're saying are worse than Nicholas Claxton. Ain't no way.
I don't know if they're basing it off of positions. I don't know, bro. Because the center right now in the NBA, in the game of basketball right now, is not that important.
Yeah, it is.
No,
the center?
Not. The center's not important.
The best 3 players in the league are all big men. So if you don't have a good center, what are you?
Yeah,
if you can't stop Joel Embiid.
But that dude probably plays center, and that's his role on the team.
Yeah, he's a center.
But Joker doesn't play as a center. Giannis doesn't play as a center.
They're big guys. When I think center, I'm just thinking of a big guy who can stop another big guy.
Nah.
Like Bam don't play center, but he's going to guard your center.
He is, but what position does he play? 4?
Actually, I think he's going to be playing 4 now because now they actually got a real.
He don't have the skill set to play the 3 or the 2 or the 1, so he has to be
4 or 5.
Yeah, but he's listed as a center. But
he's listed as a center because they don't have a true center. But now that they got a true,
Giannis is probably labeled as a center, but he plays like a 3.
No, I think Giannis
doesn't play 4 or 5.
He's not the 5. Brook Lopez is their 5. I think he's their 4.
He doesn't play like a 4.
Anyways.
Joker has the ball. Joker has the ball majority of the time. Where does the center has the ball majority of the time?
See, this is the same discussion we had when we were talking about point guards.
No, there's people that are definitely point guards. Luka's a point guard, even though he might be playing as a 2. Steph is considered a point guard, but he's pretty much the 2. Somebody else is bringing the ball down court. LeBron is probably listed as a 3, but he's usually running the point majority of the time. Huh?
So is he a point guard?
He runs as a point guard, yeah. But he's not. That's not the position they have him labeled at.
We have positionless basketball now, so now it's not just point guard. You can have a point forward. You can have a point center. So if you're the person that's bringing down the ball, if you're a center and you're bringing down the ball, they're going to call you the point center. Draymond's a point forward. Curry, he's a point guard, but he's a off the ball point guard.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, but in positionless basketball, that's the way it goes. And he still brings the ball up. It's not just Draymond bringing up the ball every time.
Curry barely brings the ball up. I'll say Curry probably brings the ball up 10% of the time.
And now they got CP on their team.
Right.
So now really Draymond don't even have no reason to be there. Because I don't see if Draymond is on the court at the same time as
Chris Paul,
CP, then that's just a waste. What the hell do y'all got both of them on the floor for?
Yeah, what is Draymond gonna do?
Exactly, because he ain't scoring. It might be time for Draymond to leave Golden State.
Yeah. I don't see where else he's gonna play though.
He needs Steph. He been riding Steph's coattail since day one. They say Jordan Poole is supposed to be.
Where's Klay Thompson, bro?
He's still there.
I'm talking about in that list.
Oh, Klay. Where they put Klay? Russell was at 71.
They probably got Klay behind Russell, bro.
No way. Hold on. Let me see.
Folks, we're talking about basketball. Nate has nothing to contribute to this conversation.
I just came back from drinking water.
You know, that nigga thought he was a point guard when we was playing street ball.
I was in the change
and nobody would pass that nigga the ball. Guard. Imagine having a point guard nobody would pass it to.
I was a playmaker.
Right back. I'm gonna get you right back, Nate. Right back.
Shoot, hey, right back. Shoot back.
I don't even see where Klay. Oh, I see. Klay's at 52.
52.
That's crazy. Guess who's at 53?
Who?
Draymond Green. They're saying Klay Thompson is one player ahead of Draymond Green. That's disrespectful to Klay Thompson.
Yeah, I would say. Who's 51?
the fucking rookie from Orlando, Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, this list is all fucked up. Andrew Wiggins, the fucking Finals MVP. I mean, was not Finals MVP? Was he Finals MVP the year they won last year?
I think he did get it.
Yeah.
No, I think Steph got it the last one. I think Andrew Wiggins won it. When did he win that shit? Did he ever win it?
I don't know. Oh, maybe it was. Maybe they did give it to Steph, but it could have been given to Wiggins.
Yeah, I think everybody said Wiggins was the MVP, but Steph got it.
Yeah, kind of like when
Iguodala won it.
No, Iguodala deserved that though.
Come on,
I was gonna. Nah, he was. If you watched it, he was the Finals MVP.
No,
he saved it. Wasn't. I would say it's kind of like the bubble, the bubble MVP. They gave it to
LeBron.
They gave it to LeBron. It should have been AD's.
Nah.
If you watch that bubble, the bubble playoffs,
it was balling.
That shit should have been That was AD's. That was AD's trophy. They didn't give it to him though.
Yeah, ESPN got their shit all fucked up. But I don't know if they're doing their list on like predictions on who they think is gonna be the best, or is it like niggas we know and seen that they're the guy on the court. Their top five, I can see where they get their top five. I'm not gonna argue with their top five or top 10. I'm arguing with the top 10. They got Jimmy Butler at number 9.
You talking about the guy that made it to the finals? Yeah.
I'm putting Jimmy at 9. Not 9, 11, 12.
Jimmy's an anomaly because it's like the people that you want to put over him, he whoops their ass every time he sees them. Like you could say he's better than Jason Tatum. You could say he's better than Giannis, but he's knocking them niggas out the playoffs. Joel Embiid.
Is it him or is it Heat culture?
He's the leader of the team. So I got to give him credit.
Where they got Embiid?
They got Embiid number 6.
I can see that.
I don't see it because they got there's 2 players in front of him there's 3 players in front. He should be top 3. Right now, as of today, the top 3 best players is the 3 big guys, Joker, Giannis, Embiid, in my eyes.
I wouldn't argue that, but I could see where they put him at 6.
I don't see how they put Luka in front of him, in front of Joel Embiid.
Yeah, ESPN, get your shit together. People already stopped fucking with ESPN in general. But
are they behind Fox now for good?
No, it's just people don't really. The credibility is almost gone at ESPN.
Has it gone that, or is it because the?
I think the credibility went away with this whole people can't really talk how they want to talk on ESPN because it's owned by Disney.
So you think it's because they've gone a little too woke, too politically correct?
Yeah.
It's kind of died down.
That might be it for sure.
When Malika Andrews she's like number 2 at ESPN right now, right? Behind Stephen A.
Okay.
She don't know shit about basketball.
I mean, I guess it could.
I don't know what she knows about basketball. I do know a lot of people don't like her, and that alone is one reason why a lot of people might be stepping away from ESPN.
Well, they're losing their power now. You have the whole network with people having their own shows and shit like that.
That's why I was telling Swerve earlier. I was like, I get my sports news from Cameron and Mace.
Which is crazy.
because they get their news from ESPN.
Oh, they don't.
So you're actually getting it third.
They have ESPN and everyone else. They have an actual business. They have people working for them finding out information.
Yeah, I'm saying though, but the sports news that they're delivering on their show,
it doesn't come from ESPN.
Where they get that information from?
It doesn't come from ESPN.
Where are they getting it from? It's not
same
all
place that ESPN gets it from.
No, false. It's not all firsthand information, because a lot of these shows aren't getting their information straight from the source. They're getting it from other sources. There's only one person that can tell you the story.
So when they're getting their when Cameron and Mace's getting their Colorado State or Colorado Buffs news, you think they're getting it from ESPN? If they're getting it
straight from the source, then I'm gonna say, okay, then you got that.
Or you think they're getting it from ESPN?
No, I think they leverage their own information, their own credibility. They have the access to their own people.
Yeah,
but I do feel there's a spot where everyone gets their information from. It's not ESPN. ESPN has its own special people as well, but I feel like there's a spot where all the information is like aggregated, where it's everywhere. Like a newsroom where everyone get their information from, like a public. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, the big guys report it, and then everyone else. But I don't think you have to wait till the big guys to get the information for you to get your own information.
Places like Shay Shay or even Cam, they're always going to mention the word Woj. So whenever somebody says, "Oh, somebody just dropped a Woj bomb," who do you think they got that information from? They're getting the information from Woj, but Woj got the information directly from the source. Anybody else that delivers it, they're just delivering third party information.
That's where I'm gonna disagree with you, because Cam and them never bring up no damn Woj.
Well, that means they're not bringing up no information that Woj dropped in, because most of the world is getting their information from Woj.
Woj is getting his information from the white guys up top.
Yeah.
And it's only like on trade stuff and stuff like that. It's the good old boy.
So Cam and Mace don't talk about trade talks or any breaking news.
No, they talk about it directly from the source. Like they're not getting no breaking news. They'll ask the players. See, the difference between them and like the Woj can't ask the actual player what you feel about this.
They can ask specific players that they can get onto the show, like Dame or whoever else they can get onto the show. They can get specific information on them from them, but like breaking stories on like random players throughout the league. What if I wanted to know about Nikola Joker, like the Joker? Would they be able to get me information on them like firsthand? They don't know nothing about no damn Joker.
Nobody knows nothing about Joker. So you're all getting secondhand.
If Joker was about to go switch to another team right now, Woj will drop the news before Cam and Mace did, because they have those connections with those big guys in upstairs, like you say.
Pause.
Upstairs.
Do you think Woj only services the big guys?
Pause. Yes, pause.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah. Double pause. Services as well. Or do you think as long as you're
no, I think Woj has a connection with Woj has the connection with the good old boys. Like the GMs and stuff will reach out.
As long as you have your press credentials, they have to give you access.
No.
Yeah, but plenty of people have the same press credentials that Woj has. But
that's what I'm saying. He's good in like the GMs and those people.
His face is the gate, so people's gonna come up, give him the information before they give anybody else the information.
Yeah, like those guys might call Woj themselves and be like, "Hey, look, we about to trade this nigga."
Yeah.
Now, who's Woj? Is that short guy?
His name is Adrian Wojnarowski.
The short, stocky guy, like he also is on the.
He ain't stocky. He just looks like
he's
normal,
bald white guy.
He looks
glasses.
Like a regular white guy.
Adrian what?
WOJ something.
Yeah, if you just put WOJ and you'll see him.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
All right, what else y'all niggas got in sports? Y'all got anything else in sports? It's been we've been on here for a minute. Time to get off this bitch.
Yeah, I've been on it for too long. I feel like I gave enough.
Y'all got any recommendations for this week?
My recommendation would be, what's that? What's the name? I thought I was watching it this past week. The Boys spinoff.
The one with the girls, women.
The
I know the cover page is like a woman though. I saw it, but I didn't.
What's on? It's
I
on
didn't click
Prime.
on it. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime.
It just came out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll tell you if it.
I didn't even know they had a spinoff of Boys, so I'll definitely check it out.
I think it's a women's version.
Gen V. No, it's not. It's
Gen V. That's what that is.
Yeah, Gen V. It's not.
I've seen that
women's.
pop up.
It's dope though. It's not just women's. It's a younger class. It's like a recruiting class.
Oh, okay. I thought it was women because the cover art seems to be
like that pink girl.
Yeah, one of them women that I be watching them shows. I'll be like, come on, bro.
Nah, but this is it's on point, especially if you watch the Boys. This shit's right up there with it. It's crazy.
It's like when you watch them crime shows, and they always have the chick, the one that chase people down, throw them down, beat them up, and shit like that. Be like, come on, bro. This bitch weigh $130. I'm molly-whopping her through the. How dare you arrest me? How dare you? You better get some help. I remember I was at a club, and it was one of the guys that were doing security. That nigga was about 5'2", talking crazy, talking about keep it moving, keep it moving. I looked that nigga dead in his eyes, bro. I said, you gonna have to get somebody else, bro.
I'm not gonna allow this.
Yeah, you got to get somebody else, bro, because nigga.
He said that ain't no problem. And the 5 niggas came and started whooping up on Juno.
I was like, nigga, you too little to be out here talking this aggressive, bro. You got to get somebody else, bro. That nigga, bro, when I tell you the look on his face, the look on his face, like, that nigga was defeated when I said that shit, bro.
Yeah, because he get the same speech from his girlfriend every day.
That shit is crazy, bro. Them little security guards, they're the biggest problem. They try to overcompensate, and bruh, I'm like, come on, bro. Be serious, bro. A t-shirt with security on it is not going to make you be able to handle me. Pause.
Pause.
So you're going to have to get somebody else, bro. And that nigga, that look on his face was just like in defeat. I felt bad. What about you, Swerve? You got any recommendations?
Do I have a recommendation? Check out that For the Dogs.
For the Dogs, Drake.
For the Dog, that Drizzy.
But y'all niggas, Swerve, since you had that trash experience with the soccer game, y'all niggas need to come through for one of the Orlando ones. They should be popping. When I say lit,
set that up, Junago.
When I say lit, that should be lit. And Swerve, you been to a professional basketball game yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Orlando. You know, whatever team comes to Orlando that I want to see.
What's this? I'll be right here in Orlando.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't understand why you haven't seen a game yet. I drove all the way from Tampa to see a game in Orlando. You live right down the street.
Yeah, next soccer game that's reasonable priced, I'm gonna let y'all know we're gonna hit that up.
For sure.
But my recommendation this week would be, I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. It's how you say that? Y'all see it on the list? Bunkson? It's spelled BNXN.
Oh, I just saw this. I just heard somebody say this the other day.
Afrobeat artist?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even know. That's what I'm saying. They be always having someone's name, though. I don't know how you.
You know, I'm not gonna recommend it. I'm not gonna recommend the devil music like you and Swerve, Nate.
No, this is For the Dog is not devil music. You know, Drake's a certified lover boy.
But he just dropped the album called Sincerely Benson. Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Sincerely Benson.
I've been listening to that for like the past week on like
the whole album.
The whole album, just letting it ride. Fire.
I'm on that Drake right now.
I don't know if I'm deep. I don't know if I'm that deep into Afro beats where I could listen to one artist's whole album. I could go into Afro beats playlist.
I've done that with
Burna Boy.
Burna Boy and with
Wizkid.
Wizkid's up there. I wasn't big on those. I think I got on Wizkid kind of even late, even though he's one of the biggest ones on there.
Pause.
But there's another one that
for me to listen to an Afrobeats artist, it probably would have to be like a female artist, because at least I know they're gonna be, or unless it's like a Drake type of artist where I know there's gonna be some rapping, there's gonna be some singing. I'm not gonna be listening to the same rap that I can't understand straight through.
Asaki fire.
Asaki and Burner I listen straight through.
Fire.
But and Black Sheriff.
Exactly. Fire shit, Nate. You should have came to that fucking concert, bro.
Oh yeah, Black Sheriff is fire.
Black Sheriff,
I never listened to him until the concert, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta listen to this guy.
Those three I've listened all the way through. And
y'all niggas don't know what y'all missing in this Afrobeat world, bro.
You don't know what you're missing with that Drizzy Drake.
And I guess you were Timmy, if y'all want to count Rotimi.
Nah, Rotimi's an American.
Who's Rotimi? That's the guy from Power?
Yeah, he does Afrobeats.
What that nigga name is in Power? I can't even remember his name.
I just remember he had a daughter that he was trying to do shit for.
Yeah, 50 kept fucking with him, but his daughter here.
Yeah, but Asaki fire. CK fire. Burner Boy fire. Fireboy fire.
Fireboy fire as well. Yep. There's a few of them. Of course, Tim's.
Who does Remy?
Remy, or whatever they call that nigga. Fire.
The guy who does the song with Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez put that motherfucker on the map. I don't care what y'all say.
I didn't even hear that one I didn't even hear that version until you played it. I heard the original.
I heard the original. That I was like, I didn't even know they had.
I didn't even know about that Selena Gomez shit, and she don't. And she's not even saying what he says in the song. She's saying like, "Come down," and the song is "Calm Down."
Yeah, that's just her accent.
No, it's not her accent. That bitch is saying the wrong word.
Well, just using the American, that's lost in translation, man.
But nonetheless, y'all know what to do, folks. Hit us up on That's the Sir Pod on Instagram, That's the Sir Pod on Twitter, and That's the Sir Podcast on Facebook. And you can always drop an email at That's the Sir Podcast at gmail.com. And you know the voice line is always open. All you got to do is look through them show notes, click on that leave message here, and drop that voicemail, and we'll definitely get you on the pod. Did I miss anything, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
Do we give the number?